instead of Phil Spencer's head and 100 million ransom.
Oh God!
That person better give that back. I mean, you got 69.
You talk about that ransom? Oh God!
That's hilarious. I'm gonna hold this ransom.
That is awful.
No, you know what's funny? Somebody predicted the future. Like they made a meme out of that before it even happened. Did you know that? Like he had like a meme ready. He put 69 and like it scored a 69. Like I'm like, yo, that's crazy. He already called it before it was even launched. It said 69.
I need an answer. That's all I'm looking for. I'm a fair man. I'll wait for somebody to answer me. But my God.
Yeah, I was like, damn, really? We back to this? We back to this? Oh Lord. Oh God.
Right.
All right. Are we live? Are we live, people? Are we live? Yes, we are. What's up, people? What's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome to the RGT podcast, episode 107. Man, today's episode is going to be a little weird. So we keep cutting on. Hold up. 1 second. Make sure everything's good. You got to bear with YouTube, but you also got to bear with a few things, too. Okay, my stream is still doing that. Is it still doing that? Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everything good on the stream, guys? You guys see everything good?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that I can see the stream good.
I jumped on Metacritic just to make sure I wasn't.
No, I'm talking about the YouTube stream.
Oh, yeah, that looks
normal. Everything looking good? No? Any issues? Yeah, can everybody hear us?
Nope.
Yeah, it's got some people with horns on their head. Oh, that game was good. What game is that?
That's Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, that is Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, all right, cool.
Okay. So,
I didn't see this. I had never seen this scene before. They need some where those trees are or where those flowers are blowing. Need to have some of that.
Okay, there we go. That stream is out there. No, I was making sure everything was good. I had to recheck. All right, hold on. Wait for the video to sing in a moment. Make sure everybody's good. Everybody hit refresh on the stream. There we go. I think we're good. All right, what's up? The stream is tripping. Oh no, don't do that.
It's a giant circle up there now.
The giant circle? Oh no.
Yeah. Now there's a stream.
Yo, YouTube really is doing it. YouTube really is tripping, yo.
Yeah.
I think the video is tripping, but as long as the audio is coming through clear.
There we go. But
you're gonna put that score up there. Let that sit there for a little bit.
Or actually, drop the quality if you guys need to. Drop the quality of the stream. Maybe drop it to like less than, maybe just to let everything, I guess, sync back up. I'm not sure. I'm in Portugal. Yeah. Sorry about that. That's YouTube for you guys. That is YouTube. YouTube is really acting stupid for a lot of people. It did that for my homie Saltiest Gaming show yesterday. And it's pretty bad. Let me just turn down my quality. There we go. Problem solved. Everybody switch your quality to 480. Maybe that'll fix it. Maybe. I'm not sure. You could drop in your output resolution. It's not my internet. It's YouTube. YouTube's been putting out the little thing. Yeah, it's YouTube. It's YouTube. Damn YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Hey, Bit, is the audio okay? Because if the stream's lagging, it is what it is. But if the audio,
can y'all hear us loud and clear? Can you guys hear us loud and clear? Everybody,
I'm gonna mute you and just keep talking.
Yeah, I forgot I can play it. Okay, so.
No, Bruno's in Portugal. How are things in Portugal, Bruno?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Bruno's in Portugal.
It's in Portugal.
That's cool. I need to learn a little Portuguese that way when I go down to Brazil. That's
dang, he's at 14. Xbox. Happy Xbox.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's pretty bad.
It's not even moving. It's not even your fault, bro. That happened to me last night when I tried to stream.
Oh, it happened to you too? Oh, damn. Hold up. Let me do this. Hold on. I'm just gonna redo the thing. I just ended it on my OBS and reshot it.
Yo, try to put it in the lowest quality you can. The absolute lowest.
There's somebody in the chat named Mr. Beefy.
Mr. What?
Beefy.
Mr. Beefy.
What?
Okay, now my whole thing stopped. What the fuck? What's going on here?
That's up there now. I can see our things are moving, but they're saying it's
Ryan, you know what we might have to do, man, is we might have to just if that don't work, I'm serious, we can do just like an off air and then premiere it.
An off air and premiere? Do I want...
No, you know what I mean? Like record it and then
yeah,
premiere it. You know, if that's what you want to do, or else I'm just refreshing.
I'm refreshing and I'm still getting this thing. What the hell? Oh boy.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. You hate to see it. Did it stop? No, it stopped. Oh no, it continued.
That's going in a circle again.
We're right back to a circle. Holy shit. Let me go to...
They said the audio is fine.
Are you sure?
Video,
Is audio fine, guys? If the audio is fine, we can just talk and just have the
Keep
video
going.
just be whatever at this point.
Let's put the score Bleeding Edge up there. Let's let that marinate.
Let the score Bleeding Edge.
Well, because that's the first topic you said, right?
I was gonna start right off, and then we just like, oh, I get stopped in my tracks because of YouTube. What the hell? YouTube, come on, man. You gotta love. You hate to see it. He says Predator is lit. By the way, come to Europe.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited.
Europe.
No, we can't go nowhere. We're stuck,
bro. We can't. Oh, we're like all stuck.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, bro, it's buffering pretty bad, man.
What the fuck? It ain't my internet. My internet is good. We do this every damn show. Hold up.
Plus, who wants to go to? I don't know. There's somebody named Boris Johnson's got the.
Yeah, it's even telling my OBS. There's no drop, nothing. So I don't know. This is a YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, YouTube. YouTube. Thank you so much. Well, it looks like it's settled down. Wait a minute. I don't see any buffer. You guys still getting it? Because I don't see a buffer on my screen.
Nah, I did go to 480.
So is it good now, guys? Is it good? Let me know, guys. Let me know before I start talking. Is it good?
So far.
Everybody good? It's cleared up a lot. Okay. So we think we found we were good now. I think it's better. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. I bet all sounds okay. Okay, cool, awesome. Thank you. Thank God. YouTube has fixed the issue. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, let me see if I can turn my resolution up on my screen because I can't look at a pixelated screen. And we're good. You guys can turn your resolutions up. Let's go. RGT Podcast, episode 107. Do us a huge favor. Hit that like button. Go ahead and share it out. YouTube is on the fritz, ladies and gents. So obviously, I don't expect everybody to get notified for today's show. But hey, I do it for you guys. We do it for y'all. We do it for the love and enjoyment. So if you guys enjoy today's show, I got obviously the fam with me. I got a first timer. I meant to have another one on here, but unfortunately he could not make it. But it's all good. I will definitely get him on another show, or probably do a one-on-one and have Craig actually invade the show for that one. And I'm gonna do one with Craig as well, one-on-one, because we could have done that yesterday, but it was like fuck, I just fell asleep. Anyway,
yeah, I saw that.
That's the fuck out. I couldn't do it. I passed out. That's
a good video. That's a good video you did. So.
Thank you. I just couldn't do it. I passed out. I was like, you know what? Move it.
Yeah, well,
anyway.
Yeah, that's a good video. Though.
So everybody, I'm gonna start with ladies, man. This is our special guest. Ladies first, man. So. This woman right here is in everybody's stream. Y'all see her in everybody's chat. If she's not a moderator, she is a constant viewer, constant supporter. She's obviously nervous. That's why she keeps hitting the microphone. This is her first time here. And, well, you guys can hear her talk finally. Miss Ice Queen Gaming. Ironically, me and her go back. I go back with her like back when I had 200 subscribers, and
yeah, I remember that.
It was a long time. Me and her have been like cool like that since 200 subs here on this channel, and I knew her husband at the time. His name was Ice Ninja. Ice Ninja passed away like 2 years ago. Right? It was like 2 years. He passed away.
2018.
2018. So he passed away 2 years ago, and he was a good dude. He was one of my very first. He was one of my very first subscribers. Like in my first 10, he was one, and he was an awesome dude. But he passed away. I never asked you how. How did he pass away? Was it was he just sick?
Well, he had a large heart and high blood pressure. It could have been a heart attack, but we don't know.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
she's here. Obviously, we're here to we have fun, and we're gonna definitely cheer it up. But nah, I wish he was here to see this. He was a good dude, awesome dude. He was always in the chat, cool to talk to. But hey, this one's for you, my brother. We have Miss Dawn here. Roll out the red carpet for the one and only Ice Queen Gaming. What's up, Dawn?
I'm fine.
All right. Say what's up to the people.
I'm okay.
You doing all right?
Yeah, he does, Sean. He always calls me crazy. Like,
not today. What's up, everybody in the chat? I see y'all. What's up? Yeah. Let's definitely wing it, man. We got fun. This is RHG Podcast, episode 107. But shout out to Dawn. She's here. Messiah. Obviously, he needs no introduction. This dude brings the fire everywhere he goes. What's up, Craig?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, everybody in the chat? Thanks for joining us an hour early. We moved it up here to accommodate Miss Ice Queen so that she's not up. You know, I think because they're 5 hours ahead, something like that. So don't want them up too late. But shout out to everybody here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And yeah, shout out to the panel. We're ready to get some good topics. So ready to go.
All right. And of course, we're going to start the show talking about our one of our favorite. One of our favorite frauds for today, but obviously Blaze got the soundboard ready, but shout out to Mr. Blaze 4K, our brother here, one of our newest official members, but he's been here for a minute. Good to see him here. What's up, brother? Say what's up to the people.
Bro, we're just gonna wing it today. It's gonna be one of them days, bro. YouTube's really killing streams. It's killing viewership. Yeah. It's killing everybody's views and people not getting, it's YouTube. YouTube's bad. You add something else on top of it. Oof. But anyway, shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. Craig, Ryan, I see Queen Gaming. And but Meds. I want to shout out Meds out there. Meds, what do you think of, do you prefer Xbox? Do you prefer PlayStation?
I'm not a console guy, but if I was a strictly console guy, I'd be on PlayStation.
Nice. Oh, we appreciate you, trash bag.
Shout out to our favorite trash bag, Meds. He'll probably be in the chat like, hey, what's everybody laughing at before? Oh, you'll see why. Anyway, ironically, he watched the last one, right? He was watching the end of it. He was sitting there going, wow, y'all really roast me at the end of the show?
Yeah.
I was like, ain't nobody safe. Even if you on the panel or not, you ain't safe. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this, man. Let's have some fun. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Actually, I forgot to put this out in the actual Discord. Let's start with Bleeding Edge, man. Bleeding Edge is officially out. I know a lot of people were either anticipating this game to see what was happening with the fans, how people react to it. It's officially out, and everybody has pretty much, the viewers have spoken. The game right now has a 69 on Metacritic. Now, again, some people don't believe in Metacritic scores. It's fine. Some people use them to obviously push the console war agenda. Regardless of how you really feel about it, it's official. And, we now have the full thing. So, what you guys think about these Metacritic scores? You guys shocked by them? Did they change your mind? Were they like anything? Was you expecting a higher score for this game? Even though, keep in mind, the actual review scores were actually kept private at the time, too, which was shocking. What's up, Red Hood? I see you, bro. What y'all think?
It's... I mean, again, I don't care about Metacritic and or Rotten Tomatoes. I've said that a million times. The issue is that there are people in the community that have used it to drag down other games. They use Metacritic to attack Spider-Man. They use it to attack Days Gone. They just used it a few months ago, 90 days ago, give or take, to attack Kojima's game, Death Stranding. So if you're going to go ahead and perform fellatio on White Zaddy, you're going to now be grilled at the stake for Zaddy. So you are going to have to explain, do not talk about 52CU, do not talk about 12 T-flops. You're going to explain why this game at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time is sitting at a goddamn 69. and then you talk about 12 team, because look, I said this morning, I don't mind the 69. You come home from work, you take a shower, you throw the musk stuff on, the girl's looking good, you get the big pillow, you turn on, at least for me, Teddy Pendergrass, back up.
That Xbox shampoo.
Whatever you need, and then you hit the 69 with that big pillow. That's fine, but at least my games, I need at least, give me at least an 80. An 80, I'm asking too much, so they can go ahead and they're going to explain why this game has a 69 at 4:15 Eastern time. They can just explain it. I don't want to hear about ray tracing next generation. I don't want to hear about, because you all bragged about backwards compatibility, so this game will be playable on Series X. Yeah. What are you going to do? Say that it's got better 4K? Who cares? It's a 69.
Well, Eurogamer, yeah, somebody did bring that up. Yeah, I did see that, Sean. Eurogamer threw a little shade at it as well when it was revealed. They just basically call it a Game Pass filler. Again, no shock there, right? Because this is a AA game. It was kind of like a quote-unquote passion project. Is that what they call them now? Is that what they're now being dubbed as? Passion projects?
Got them a 69.
So it was a passion project, and they said it was Game Pass filler. I already seen some of the reactions to this are hilarious. I saw my homie Smooth. Shout out to Kid Smooth. Kid Smooth, bro. That's when I tell you that's an Xbox dude, but that is the homie. Like, real talk. That's my brother. But Kid Smooth went to the bottom of the barrel in terms of reaching today. He went on Twitter and posted some old gameplay of The Last of Us 2, y'all. Now, y'all know that part where, like, Ellie's climbing the truck and she jumps across to another truck and, like, the snow jumps off the truck. Like, it bounces off. It reacts to her impact. He goes, hey, guys, this snow looks a little spooky. It doesn't really look realistic. I'm like, smooth. Not like this.
Yeah.
Not like this. This ain't
crazy,
the hill.
bro.
This ain't the hill you want to die on, bro. He was dead serious, though, and he retweeted. I was like, oh, no.
When I played the beta, it's not that I'm going to say the game's bad or good. I'm just going to say it's not for me. And the whole Metacritic thing is like, Metacritic to me is so irrelevant, because in the past, I like games like Breakpoint, and nobody likes that game. That game's got a 60, and I got more hours in that game. I love that game. Beautiful, awesome shooter. I like games like Days Gone, which is such a great game. But people, like, there's a lot of sheep in this community. So if the sheep see what other people are saying, my favorite YouTuber said the game is bad, so it has to be. Like, no. I don't care what Metacritic says. I don't care what your favorite YouTuber says. If you personally like a game, bro, play the game. Don't let any number change your mind. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's a game that you can't play by yourself. That's the biggest part. You can't play that game by yourself.
Dictate your purchase.
You gotta play with people. Okay, that game peaked on Steam. I think it was like 850 users on Steam. That's like on release day. 800.
On Steam.
On Steam. Now, granted, there's a Game Pass version, and I'm sure the majority.
$1. Yeah, they still were doing that, for the $1 thing.
So it is what it is. It's a good co-op game, but like I said, it's not a. I feel like it's bare bones. It's a little empty, but they can always add and fix stuff, but it doesn't make up for what's available now. And what's available now is just for me, it looks like an empty. I'm sure, there's fun to be had, bro. I'm sure there's fun to be had. It's just not my type of game.
Yeah, it wasn't going to last long, right? You had to always look at the concurrent viewership. It wasn't really like going to, I never thought it was going to last long, in that current state.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah.
Hey, a passion project or not? Like a passion project. How about you put out a quality game? What do you mean a passion project? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. A lot of people going to look for ways to spin that. Oh, you got to give Microsoft credit. It's a passion project. I'm like, well, not really. This game could have been scrapped years ago, but yet they wanted to push this game to go into Game Pass. It's like, well, again, I understand. Like, for those of you that think I might be dense when I said that, I understand, trust me, because you think about it, right? Game Pass at the end of the day is like Netflix. You got to continuously update the content and throw stuff in there. So you have no choice in that regard. But it's like, bro, come on. Like, you got better choices than this.
Passion project. Like, my passion is find another woman, but, I got a girl and kids, man. Doesn't mean I do it.
Don't let her hear that loud. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I whispered it low key.
Well, I just don't. I don't want to hear anything about next gen until 69 is playing out. Maybe Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's gonna be better. Maybe
Hey, Don, you sound like, are you moving your mic, Don? Because you're like making a lot of noise.
No.
Are you moving your mic? Are you touching it?
Nope.
No. You like, you're not, because you mute it before you like, you're not a mute, right? Before you like mute it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, hey, now
I don't hear
again.
nothing about next generation though until they explain this 69. Now maybe it changed.
Oh God, leave it alone.
Go back and look. We're talking about it, so let me go back and look because I'll stand corrected. I don't care. Let me go back to Metacritic here and.
God. So
what do you think, Ice? What do you think? Let Ice speak.
Yeah. Please take it.
Go on, what? What about?
Bleeding Edge.
Well, I don't own an Xbox, but I've seen it. I may like it, but I don't know.
Okay. I was like, okay. I was like, this is not my realm. I don't know what to say. All right. I give you that.
There is some noise coming from her.
I'm saying, hey, Don,
she's not doing it on purpose. She's not doing it on purpose.
I know she's not doing it on purpose.
Maybe you can.
You know how to hit.
Maybe you can mute her.
Yeah, no. She can just
talks.
do it in the Discord. Hit mute on the Discord there, Don. When just hit mute. All right, so let me move on to another topic here. Obviously, there's a lot to go over, man. This shit's crazy. God of War. God, you want me to do y'all will go straight into God of War, or should I continue with the other ridiculous stuff before I get into the other?
Oh no. We're gonna do ridiculous.
You want to do ridiculous? All right, we're gonna do ridiculous.
With the God of War, and not that what people. Let's go with the fact that people got outed when that about what they were saying. Because these dudes went moist as hell. I'm talking about Al 3 Fruit Bowl moist, over this rumor. But go ahead, Big Cloud. Please continue. Oh, and as at 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time, Bleeding Edge still has a 69 on Metacritic. So, all right, but go ahead.
Oh, God.
Hey, I had to turn that out. There we go. That's better. All right, so let me go here. Actually, so you want to go right into the God of War. All right, so God of War. All right. So I want y'all to see the level of reaching that people are doing here. So obviously, this was not confirmed by Sony. I want to make this loud and clear to everybody watching, and those of you who might watch this later. This was not confirmed by Sony or anybody who works for Sony. This was actually caused by a tweet on Twitter. Now, the dude who basically was crying because of Horizon Zero Dawn going to PC, and he was actually destroying his PC setup and all that. He put a tweet. And he was showing off the game, showing only on PlayStation, the little logo, like the little the tagline underneath the console, like under the games. He was showing off these games, and it was like, oh, here's Kratos, here's God of War. It doesn't say only on PlayStation. Oh wait, that means that it's PC. Immediately, a damn a news website actually started to debunk him. And the dude was like, well, it says this. He's like, true, but here's the thing. It never had a always on, only on PlayStation tagline. And so, of course, this was done a little too late because the damage had already been done. Like I saw DualShocker, shout out to them. They actually put out an article about it. I saw a few others talking about it. And it's kind of still going around, being mentioned. And a lot of people still believe that there's credits to this. Me, I'm like, If it happens, it happens. But it's like, y'all really based this off of a rumor, basically. Like, not even a rumor, but like a random post on Twitter.
Ryan, this is going to continue to happen for the rest of the generation. Like, these PS4 games are going to keep popping up. Oh, rumor, this game is coming out. Rumor, Bloodborne is coming to... This is not going to stop now. Once this happened with Horizon and Death Stranding, we're going to see this shit come up over and over and over. Like, they're dying to play greatness. God,
I said this too. I said this shit too. I'm like, dog, if they were to consider putting, God of War or anything on PC, them numbers for Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm telling you, they gotta reach a certain, you know what I'm saying? They gotta reach a certain expectation for them to even attempt it. But I'm telling you, I don't know, cause how did Detroit do? Cause they might tell me the numbers of Detroit. How did Detroit do on PC?
Well, Detroit was what? It wasn't it an Epic exclusive? So I don't.
And it wasn't a Sony first party game. It was made by Quantic Dream. I think Sony owns the name Detroit.
Yeah, but Craig, I know they're not a full, but they were in Sony's back pocket basically.
It was they made the game. It was a second party game.
Kind of like an Insomniac relationship at the time.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering, like, how did that do, like, sales wise for them? Because I know a lot of people were quiet on that, right?
Steam?
On Steam, because remember it was on Steam, was on Epic.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I'm not sure. I know. Detroit
I think it was only on Epic.
It was only on Epic. Okay.
Let me check. I can check.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how it did.
Steam and Epic report there. I mean, to me, the fact, this is why I don't partake in rumors when you have Sony and you have the company itself, the company that made the game. They have people that will release statements, and nothing had come from them. And I didn't know people were watching these ridiculous sites. Well, this is not on there anymore. It's going to go. I didn't know there were actually people watching those sites, but they are. And then you had a list of people going butter biscuit as hell, talking about I knew this was going to happen and all that kind of stuff. So and it's not, guys. Are they going to put select games on PC? Yes, but they're not going to put all their games on.
I mean, Herman Host told you that. Take his word. He basically said there's no day and date at the start of the PS5.
Well, that, and you had even the gentleman you were just talking about, the Geo. The Predator game was funded by Sony.
Yeah, that was funded a long time ago before he was even ready.
Yeah, before he was there. So the fact is that so here's a game Sony funded, and Sony could have just published it to the PS4. They're gonna say, "Well, you're using our money. We're gonna publish this to our platform." But again, as Sean Layton said before he left, that there's games that they have that are not only just gonna be on PlayStation anymore. So I mean,
that's an Epic.
It's an Epic, yeah. Somebody said Epic.
Does it have any sales?
What, for 2 years? You think 2 years is the trend? Maybe they'll try to do that. Like every 2 years, they'll start throwing games in there.
But Ryan, here's the thing. This is why I'm saying this is different, because you see Sony put Horizon on Steam. That was Sony did that, and that's why they're their own entity, because they chose to go with Epic and get that money. Yeah. Sony said, "No, we're just gonna put it on Steam."
The issue I see, Blaze, I think we all can agree in unison here, because we were on PC as well. The moment Sony has a PC launcher, then that's what you can, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's like, yeah. Like they just launch everything on the PC. Because right now, I don't know, 2 years. Well, Horizon Zero Dawn was 3 years. But every 3 years, I can see maybe them shuffling some games over there. Because like you think about it, what else could they actually drop now? Maybe Uncharted 4 can go there.
This is the thing. There's certain games that when you say they resonate with PlayStation, like God of War, Uncharted, those games are like etched in PlayStation. Horizon is too, but granted, it was a new IP.
It was new.
And the thing is, like, they got Death Stranding with the Decima engine. They're like, you know what? It was really intuitive and easy to port over. Death Stranding wasn't using the Decima engine. So let's try Horizon, see how it does. I think, look, the thing is, man, if you only have a console, you're kind of getting like, you're pissed off about it. Even I'm like, really, Sony? Like, that's what you're gonna do to your people? Like, that's how you're just killing momentum before your console releases. Why even do that before? Like, they should have did it after the PS5 launch. That just to, it is what it is, man. I own a PC, Ryan. You own a PC. I'm sure everybody, for the most part, owns a PC. So It is what it is, man. I just think they should be careful. Let's see what the PS5 can do with God of War before you put it on PC. How about you put it to the PS5 and we're playing God of War at 4K 60 FPS? Like, I'm happy with that.
And that's if. That's if it if they get it to 4K, they may just go.
Oh, they definitely will, bro. They absolutely.
Well, that's fine. I'm not knocking it. I'm saying that they may just do that, but we'll have to wait and see. But no, I don't. I thought it was funny. Instead of people just waiting for confirmation, they ran with it, and now they look stupid.
I mean, again, like I said before, you never this is why I learned from Gio Corsi, and shout out to you guys for making that interview even possible on this channel. But when Gio told me this, I took that to heart. You never want to leave. you never want to look at something like this as like as it can happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like you want to be open because stuff can happen. Like this is just you never know really when it comes to this whole
but
thing.
shouldn't you wait for?
And yes, you should always wait for confirmation before you say something is confirmed for sure. Because when it's not confirmed, it looks worse on you because you're the one who ran with it. It's absolute.
Yeah, and it does. There were certain people who ran with it, and I've not seen a retraction printed yet. So, but I'm a fair man. I'll wait till Sunday night. I'll come out guns blazing on Sunday. These clowns that said that. So, but I like I said, I need an explanation for the 69. I need an explanation for you jumping the gun on God of War. But I'm fair. I mean, I'll give them a chance. Like Chuck D said in Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos. Yeah. I'll give them a chance because I'm civilized.
I'm telling you, like it's just this whole console war thing. I don't know. It's brought out the worst. I honestly do believe it's brought out the worst in people. Like I've seen an influx of trolls over this whole power thing.
Oh yeah.
I have seen an influx of trolls over the power thing. It's like, okay, we figure dudes would be like, okay, we got the 12 or whatever, right? The 12 over whatever, like 10, 9, right? We got that now. Nah, these dudes, they're like, bro, we got this. You need to accept it. It's powerful. I'm like, who's denying that it's powerful?
Yeah.
Who's denying it? When they hear SSD or they hear developers praising PS5, which ironic, let's talk about that. Developers are praising the living hell out of this PS5. Some are calling it revolutionary. Interesting. And dude was just saying that developers, it's going to be bottlenecked. That like some of the Xbox dude, like not in the YouTube. I'm seeing comments from dudes saying, "Oh, that the PS5 is going to be bottlenecked." I'm like,
yeah, and that's my whole thing.
Oh Lord,
this from the developers, they seem excited about it. So I'm like, well, if they're excited, I'll just wait for some.
I'm excited,
performances. Yeah, and I can't go buy one anyway right now because it's not in the store. So I'm more excited about MLB and Neo and. The Predator game is coming out here in a few hours that we'll hopefully get to play. So yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'll wait on something from real world.
Yeah,
I've seen CGI. Was it Godfall? Whatever it's called. All right, fine. It's CGI. It looks great. Looks great CGI, but I need to see some gameplay.
Yeah, one dude had a damn panic attack over that damn over that one of my video that I did about that. He was like, can you show me more developers praising the system? I'm like, are you really this fucking mental over this video right now?
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, are you really this fucking mentally gone right now? Dude, just know this. I mean, I said this like, shout out to Deal with Game. He said it with you. He said it with me. Both sides of the coin here. PlayStation dude and Xbox dude. What do we say, guys? Both consoles are going to be great. Both consoles are going to outdo each other in different ways. Sony will have an efficient system. Microsoft will have a powerful system in terms of graphical fidelity. I mean, we're going to have all that. Relax. Play your games. If anything, you should be worried about is what them 15 studios are working on. And from what people were showing me on Twitter with Matt Booty, we got to talk. But anyway, let's go ahead.
Matt Booty.
Matt Booty. We're going to talk about that. But like, what y'all think about like developers praising the system? Do y'all think we're in for some greatness, even more greatness? Do you guys see? I don't know. Obviously, I'm not expecting games to look like super on par, right? Like a lot. Like for example, third-party games usually like to prioritize. They like to go for parity between the consoles, right? Unless it's like a deal. And Okay, go ahead.
By the way, Craig, my fault, Brian. But by the way, Godfall had real gameplay. That's right, Baltimore. I remember actually seeing.
No, that's fine. I didn't see it then. I saw that commercial thing they kind of showed with the CG, which is fine. But
look how good The Last of Us 2 looks. Just look how good that game looks. I'm saying though, this is running on PS4 hardware. It has to be able to run on a Slim. It has to. Yeah. And look how good this game looks. That's what I'm saying. Like we should be excited. No matter what console you're going to play on, bro, because I'm telling you, these consoles, when they came out, they were so outdated already. When the PS4 came out and the Xbox One, they were completely outdated. And the games are looking absolutely incredible. Now, if we can get the same fidelity with beautiful performance, I'm telling you, man, you guys are in for a treat. Look how good they're getting with these games, man. It's only going to get better. You guys think, oh, games can't get any better, bro. It's the little things, the finer things, the tiny little details that you're going to be like, oh, my God, I can punch that glass and really, like, this shit is going to get incredible.
I'm telling you, I don't know. Again, I'm happy. You already know I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm buying, obviously both day one. I'm going to have both as a content creator here, but
I'm only buying one.
For PS5 though, listen, they've been have my purchase since this whole lineup of games. They've been have my purchase, like Spider-Man 2 by itself. If that was exclusive to Xbox, I would have copped that for Xbox. You know what I'm saying? That was, like that. That's how I feel. And Microsoft did have Project Mara, which I'm hoping there's more to that, Chili, because a lot of people are saying that's more or less just like, I don't know. I'm hoping there's more to that game.
You're right, bro. Because look, I'm sick of these little Project Mara. Like, yeah, the game looks great, but what is it? I'm not jumping on nothing until I see consistency from Microsoft. Until they I'm sick of these little, it's only done by 20 developers. Oh, it's only a passion. But I want to see fucking good games.
Right, there's no excuse. Like, you have to bring your big guns at this point. If Sony is pushing out all this content and they're significantly underpowered, right, Blaze? That's how dudes are trying to put it. They're significantly underpowered. Like, the gap is wide. Even if you say the gap was 15%, which, by the way, an engineer on YouTube did a video on, and he actually broke that down. He broke that down. Two, actually. Let me phrase that. Two very well knowledgeable PC experts broke both systems down, and two videos that were really expertly done. NX Gamer did a fantastic job in this video.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he did an awesome job in this video.
Digital Foundry, go watch him, man.
Bro, NX Gamer broke that down perfectly, and he told you the basics, what you need to know. Series X will have better looking graphics. That is a fact from what we've seen in the power, right? That's understandable. We all understood that. With the graphics, understandable. But for what Sony's done, don't expect no insane like PS5 to be just destroyed in every aspect. Nah, I'm not seeing that.
Well, the latest one I saw, and then interrupt you, is that they think that it's going to be about the same. Yeah, they said because you can't. They said if Sony's if they're able to render off the SSD, then they'll be able to dedicate with the shift frames, whatever it's called, shift thing, the AMD, and my girlfriend Lisa Sue is deploying. They're just going to take what they have there and give it to the graphics. So it's going to make up for it. Now, the guy did tell me he thinks the ray tracing would be better on the X Series X based on raw specs, but global illumination very well could be better on PlayStation, which is a form of ray tracing.
Yeah. So. And Vance, okay, so I saw that. I actually got hyped for a second. I'm like, wait, Microsoft showed off a game that's 4K 120 frames per second. He was like, yeah. Man, look, Marlon Gaming Nation was doing a video. He did a live stream. He showed it off. I was like, okay, so what is it? It's like a big project. They really showing off a big project running at 120 frames per second. And it's like, nah, they didn't. They showed off this indie small, like, it was like an indie looking game. It was very, very small budget, running at 120 frames per second, 4K. And I was like, really? This is what you're advertising on this console. The game, the name of the game was called Dynamic Voltage.
Okay, that's not the name of the company. The name of the game that sounds like trash, man. The game sounds bad. But what's the game?
It literally, that's the name of the game, Dynamic Voltage.
But what's the game about?
I don't even know. That's the thing. It's not appealing. That's something to tell you. Or actually, no, I don't even know that's the name of it. The name of the studio was Dynamic Voltage.
You're the one buying that thing. I mean, so you're the one that has to be excited about Dynamic Voltage.
I ain't excited about that. The first thing I said to myself, they said 4K 120 frames per second. I was like, this ain't it, Chief.
Bro, the problem is these, like, the Xbox is going to be more powerful, bro. You might see a difference in when third-party games come out. You might see a difference in performance or resolution, whatever the developer decides to do. But at the end of the day, when we're talking about the things that matter, dude, I'm not saying third-party don't matter. If you only own a console, absolutely it does matter. But what I'm saying is, dude, These exclusives are gonna tell it all, bro. If Microsoft can put out, look, you know what a next gen Force is gonna look like. It's gonna blow your fucking mind away.
Oh, Pirate of the First Stars name. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, these games are gonna blow. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, oh, people are tripping on Xbox. Look, the Xbox is more powerful, bro. It is. It is what it is, bro. No, like, I'm not even an Xbox guy, bro. I'm a PlayStation guy, but I don't give a shit about that. The teraflop don't matter to me because I know the exclusives are gonna come regardless from Sony. I know what to expect. I know I'm gonna get quality. Oh, you only get one game a year. One game a year, fine. I'll take it, but I'll take quality over quantity. Meaning, I'll take Last of Us 2 over Bleeding Edge and fucking Crackdown 3 any day. Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. You ain't lying though. But like, if y'all want to know what the game is, look up Pirate of the First Star. That's the name of it.
What are you talking? What game?
That Voltage, that company I just talked about. That game runs at 4K, 120 frames per second on Series X. It's called Pirate of the First. Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Oh Lord.
Game. It's like an iPhone game.
They might be able to get Gears. They said they may be able to get Gears.
Everybody put a 1 in the chat for Big Cloud Game. Let me tell you, I can already see I'm gonna have a long generation with this when I buy this Xbox.
Hey, that's you and Foxy, man. Y'all are lined up. Now look, I may end up.
Shit I go through. The shit I go through. Let me tell you. The shit
I may end up getting an Xbox X again. That because it's going to come down. It's $200. Hell, I may pull the trigger on that. But at the end of the day, I can.
Yeah. Didn't dudes come after Foxy over buying the Xbox One X, right?
He was saying that. Yeah, I certainly hope he kidding. That's all I could. I hope Fox was kidding.
Dude, they coming at him because he bought a One X. I don't know what to tell you.
I know. I mean, I'm afraid. I mean, again, if you want people, you can't tell people to do with their own. Okay, that's all I can say. You know, like I said, I'm not. If Vic ain't got a 69, that right there is sour puss. Right there, sour grapes. That is horrible. That is a fly. That's a schnauzer in my wiener schnitzel, a 69 on one of your first party games. So, but at the end of the day, people are gonna buy what they want to buy. So they just enjoy what you got. You know?
Oh Lord, hey shit. There you go. I don't know what to say on that, man. All right. Dawn, you want to add anything to this?
What about?
Everything? Are you even listening to what we're saying?
Sorry, just me. Just sweating.
I'm
fine.
I think you're not listening to what we're saying, is she? I don't think she's listening.
She's just chilling, man.
Dawn just in here chilling. All right, let me just move away. Let me move away. Move on to this next topic. This is a big one. I'm gonna actually go right to. I certainly don't envy your pain as a. Oh God, thanks for that, Sean. I appreciate that, you asshole. Let me move on to this big topic. I already know a lot of people were like, "No way, they're being that thing got stolen." It's true. This should be reported that the Xbox Series X graphics source code reportedly has been stolen by a hacker. And dig this, y'all. This dude wants $100 million. He's holding it for ransom.
Are you kidding me?
And here's the fucked up part, though. He actually was leaking some of the information. Of course, AMD actually was doing takedowns. They were taking down some stuff, but all this stuff for the Xbox Series X was on his PC, this hacked PC. And he's holding it for ransom. He's telling them, like, listen, if you don't pay me $100 million, I will drop this on numerous sites, blah, blah, blah. And what's interesting about it, though, and this is why it's so crucial, it actually holds not only all the test files for, like, the Series X and whatnot, you know, what Microsoft doesn't want to the public, but it also shows future plans in terms of products for AMD. What I found interesting is that AMD immediately covered their ass and didn't even say anything about Series X. They covered their own asses. They was like, "Oh yeah, this has nothing to do with us. This leak's not on us. This actually goes. This has nothing to do with the competitiveness or anything of that nature or us. This is something else, like for them." So basically, they basically said this is a you problem to Microsoft over this.
Wow,
that's pretty bad.
Well, I mean, to me, what exactly? If we already know what it's going to be capable of, I mean, I guess once it goes,
I'm guessing it's more to it, like the prototypes, like you know, like everything else, right? All the other details they probably don't want there. Maybe like more so on the actual dev kit, I'm guessing too, because it's more so about the GPU, the Arden GPU or APU that's in this thing. So it's a lot of details on that I'm guessing Microsoft either doesn't want disclosed or they haven't talked about as well. So that's what's on there. And it's also, it's pretty big.
Microsoft's just let them have it. He ought to give that back. Like, man, y'all none out here.
My man said $100 million.
It ain't worth that.
That's
like,
a lot of money.
$100 million. What the hell? Like, man, look.
He ain't getting that. I mean, bro, think about it. Like, that's like me holding a trash bag. Like, Microsoft saying, "Hey, I got your stuff. I want to get paid." It's trash.
Oh, we.
How the hell did they get
Do
all
we
of
know
it?
Microsoft cares? Microsoft was quiet on. That's another thing. Microsoft's been quiet. I'm pretty sure they care because that's a big leak. But it's like, who leaked? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the hell? How the hell did you even get hacked to begin with, or something like that?
You know, maybe they're just trying to stay quiet and dealing with it.
Maybe
like, contacting him and saying, "Who knows? Is this even like, you know? We don't even know if this is real or not, though. You know, he could be bullshitting, like, you know."
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
but
just like,
if it's real, man. Wow, they're in. That's scary.
That's like,
That's
dog.
scary.
I don't know what to say. I really don't. He said hacker was probably hired by Intel.
Yeah, right.
Oh God. Dude was saying Mark Cerny low key did it. They were saying that was
oh god,
like Muscle Bound Gamer did a video, and you know that part with I think it was The Empire Strikes Back. You know when the Emperor arrives and he goes, "Our plan is proceeding as scheduled." He does the evil laugh. He literally had that as like the start of the video, which I thought was hilarious. So,
Well, they'll find them if it's real.
yeah.
Who knows? This may be.
Just jump back in the waiting room, Don. If they kicked you out, I'll drag you back in. That's weird. But no, that's funny. It's
They say we're gonna give you $100 million or else. Like, dude, they just put a game out with a 69. Oh well, yeah, I can have this shit back. I'm going to friggin' Dunkin' Donuts.
don't remind you of damn. Don't remind you of that shit from Flintstone. He's like, "I'm poisoning the dinosaurs. Stop me or they all die." He was like, "Shut up. Who cares?" Kind of reminds you of, like, shut the hell up. Man, I don't know what it's like. What can you do at this point? What can you do? A lot of crazy shit.
It's funny to me. I love that kind of stuff. I don't know how you lose something like that.
I really don't either. That's crazy. I really don't.
You got a super chat, Ryan.
Shout out to Vedger25 SEK. Microsoft called Mel Gibson. He's good in handling ransoms. Hey, shit. I don't know. That's stupid. Overall, though, does this affect Series X? No, this doesn't affect Series X at all. Both of them, both consoles, pretty much are on track for holiday 2020. Sony updated their page for PlayStation 5, on their actual official website. So they're not behind. The question is, I guess we're all just waiting for this pandemic shit to be behind us so we can get to the reveal and be done and have the systems out there. So
yeah, we go to the store. I mean, some people are not going to be able to go pay flat out cash. I mean, will they set something up that we can make different payments? I mean, what is the price? What's the damn thing look like? I agree with Red. I think it's Red Gaming Tech or Red Tech Gaming, and they, I understand Sony wants to show something in motion.
Right.
Like, here's what the game looks like here's what Horizon looks like on the PS4. Here's what it looks like on the Pro. It takes this much time to load. Then they show it on the new system, on the new hardware or something like that. That's what they want to do. It's just going to be difficult to do while with what's going on is going on. I mean, hell, they're talking about they may have to they're going to have to start going around sweeping New York City bodies here, because they said people are calling 911 to get in touch with family members, and FDNY was like, look, if you're not sick, don't call 911. So this is getting worse, but we need to let's let Sony come out and roll their console out. I agree with Foxy in his last video. Sony has been thrashed as far as the opening market
to the public, like dropping all the info. Microsoft did everything basically what they did. If you think about it, back in 2013. They basically did the exact same thing and like
So
fed a little bit information here and there, and then slowly build steam. Of course, I saw some funny comments though again, but I'll leave those for a second. No, because it's funny. Like, answer me this: if somebody tells you if somebody tells you that PlayStation just makes nothing but third-person movies, not games that don't have no gameplay, but then they immediately flip-flop as soon as they hear that game is going to PC, going, yeah, this game went from Fog of War to being the true God of War on PC and all its awesomeness. I'm like, motherfucker, I thought it didn't have no gameplay, you fucking weirdo. I thought it didn't have no gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, shut the fuck down. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Dude say, Sony makes interactive movies, but then he's hyped for fucking a project that Playground Games is doing that looks, by the way, it looks exactly like The Last of Us, but they're like, no, it looks more like I Am Legend to me. Bruh, stop.
Yeah,
stop. Stop. If I see a clicker in that, I swear to God, y'all, if I see a clicker in that game and dudes start acting like, oh my God, these damn zombies are revolutionary. If they look anything like the freakers from Days Gone or the clickers from The Last of Us 2, we're all going to be right back here in this chat, guys, and we're going to have a long discussion because we need to talk about keeping that same energy.
It's so funny, bro.
Oh, go ahead, Blaze. Go ahead.
No, go, Craig.
I was just gonna say, people got mad at me over Days Gone, and I'm like, well, these things are acting like zombies. Or they're not zombies, they're freakers. I'm like, they're zombies. There's no difference. I just don't. It's stupid. I mean, how stupid are these people?
Craig, that's because they are the same thing. Yeah.
That's what they said. Well, you don't understand. They still try to wash up and try to maintain their lifestyle, dude. They're trying to eat me. They're zombies. There's no difference in these and then the ones in Resident Evil, except they move a little bit faster. And if you really want speed, World War Z, they have their clothes on in World War Z. I don't know if you all saw those streams.
Yeah.
World War Z is free, by the way.
Yeah, it's free.
Yes, and they got their clothes on there, and they're zombies.
You know what I fucking love though? You notice how y'all can see the techniques used for Days Gone, like when they handling all those zombies on the screen, like running away, like they're moving one like one foul line, right, straight line, and like they'll fade away as they get further away, kind of like Spider-Man. Like you get further away, shit fades away. I'm just wondering how faster it's going to be for PS5, because y'all know they're going to make a second attempt at this for Days Gone 2 for sure, and these things are going to be much faster.
But did you see what they said, that they would be able to? And I want to see it too, because I'm kind of with you on this. I was mentioning this morning. How in the world are they going to, if you're seeing, let's say it's a Naughty Dog game, you leave the kitchen and you're going into the living room. So they're rendering everything in the living room, which I understand that, but if I turn back toward the kitchen, will everything still be there? Will we have pop in? That's what I was saying this morning. Now, if they're going to render off SSD, the answer to that, because everything's just going to be streamed in, the answer is no, it will still be there. But I want to see that. My whole thing is, it's not that I know it sounds great in theory. I just want to see it in real practice. So I get what they're wanting to do, and that's perfectly fine. But I need to see that in real time. If it's really as fast as they say it is, it should be there, because it should be there before I even process it. So let's see if they've got that down. If they've done that, intuitive gaming with the mapping, that is revolutionary. That is revolutionary. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm excited for it, but
you gotta love it. You hate to see it though. You seriously hate to see it though, Craig. I'm telling you, like the moment I see dudes flip flop, I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna go right back in my day. I'm gonna go, yo, you dudes, y'all funny, man, because y'all proving what you said before. Like they want the game, blah blah blah, but they don't want to admit it. It's like, listen, it's fine to admit that you want to play
interactive movie too thing. That whole interactive movie is fun. It's really funny. Like
They'll say this game's an interactive movie that's on the screen right now. Ghost of Tsushima.
That's funny. You know what's funny? No, hold on. You know Quantum Break, right? Literally,
yeah.
The cutscenes were so long in that fucking game that my controller literally would shut off. It would time out. Okay, so you know what's funny too is like you guys are, when they're not used to quality, you guys like Sony's got like a. Sony games are like, let's say, big budget movies, and you Xbox games are like commercials, bro. They're just, they're things that people look. It's just I can't believe we're comparing this. Like PlayStation exclusives are like, oh, it's a template. Okay, we have what template? Just because they want to tell a story, like they want to get you involved with the characters, they want you being immersed in the world, and they want to have you fully invested into the world, into the characters. So now it's a movie now. Like it's like,
yeah,
you guys,
it's not a good
make
thing,
me laugh,
man.
bro. You guys make me laugh, man. You really do. Like you guys keep talking shit. Like your Xbox template, you know what that is? 69s and 70s, bro. They're throwaway games, bro. They're games that people play for like a couple months and then they drop. Oh, look at Sea of Thieves, they fixed it. It doesn't mean anything that they fixed it. They took 2 years to fix a game that came out horribly. Like it don't matter. It doesn't make up for how it came out on launch. I don't want to hear how it got better. People look at, like I said, I always use Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon, the beta was so bad that people won't even give it a shot now. That it's even though it's a fine-tuned game now, it doesn't make up for the launch because the launch was rough, and people remember that. The first impression is everything, people.
Yeah,
that's always. People are gonna remember it like shit. That's it.
It's always, man. Dudes don't want to keep it real, but hey, I understand. Trust me, I understand. Dudes just keep it like, I don't know. They don't keep the same energy, and I love it. I love watching them flip flop. Like I take notes. People think I don't take notes. I take notes of a lot of things people say. They'll go, it's like it's trash. It's a movie. You fast forward a year or two, if the competitor gets it, oh, it's groundbreaking. It's amazing. It's jaw dropping. It's like, no.
Yeah, what you call it was a walking simulator. Hellblade was a
walking simulator. Oh, yeah. Hellblade was the biggest walking simulator. No gameplay, terrible combat. But all of a sudden, these dudes became loyal fans and, like, stands for it all of a sudden. It's like, oh, I'm hyped for part 2. I went back and played the original because I never gave the original a shot until, I saw Hellblade 2. And I was like, let me just see what the fuss is about this game. Let me tell you, Hellblade 1. What they were able to do on such a limited budget and like literally it literally didn't have that crazy amount of production into it, obviously. It was awesome. I like what they did.
Yeah.
Like it was an awesome game. Sound, like the sound design, all that was cool. And I can't wait to see what they do for part 2, but I'm gonna keep it real. And this was on Planet Xbox with Smooth because I jumped on there. I was like, did any of you guys even play Hellblade 1 aside from Smooth? It got dead ass quiet. Yeah. It was funny. Like dude was like, "Oh, you guys don't want to give Microsoft credit. Microsoft has Hellblade 2. What do you guys got?" I'm like, "Dog, did you even play Hellblade 1?"
Yeah.
That's all I heard sound.
Yeah, do you know what the game's about? I mean, do you understand what they were going for?
Do you even know what happens to her in the first one? Do you know why she's doing this? Why she was doing that chant at the beginning of the trailer? Because something tells me, you don't. And they don't want to. They don't be real.
Yeah, and they were saying how good it looked. They're like, "Well, dude, that was CGI."
I mean, CG.
Where's my gameplay?
Blackberry came at me too. I had a debate with Blackberry. Blackberry thought some. Oh no! I'm still debating whether that was real, and I'm like, dog, really?
Yeah, it was CG.
It's CG. It's in engine. It looks good, but that's in engine. In engine is always CG. You know how many games on PS4 that are in engine that look just as good?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
And that other game, it's like Godfall. They show some CG and it looks great. It looks really good. So I'm just waiting for the gameplay.
Oh, dude, I'm confused by so much stuff. But again, I don't want to just rag on this. I know obviously I got you Xbox fans. So shout out to my real Xbox fans and everybody.
Yeah, the Xbox fans leave me messages, comments.
Shout out to you guys. I know y'all are. Yeah, we appreciate y'all. We just making fun of the extremists. The extremists make you guys look bad, and it's terrible. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the game portion here. So let's talk about Silent Hills. Silent Hills was supposedly debunked by Konami. Konami came out and stated that the rumor that was going around of the revival of Silent Hill. Granted, they did not debunk anything about the Castlevania, the Metal Gear Solid, nothing like that. But they did come out and state they did come out and talk about Silent Hill, and they basically said the manner in which this has been reported in terms of this remake for the franchise is not indeed true. So my thoughts on this, obviously I still believe it's happening. They're just keeping tight lip on it. It's basically reminding me, like I said in my video, of the whole thing going on with the thing that happened with Crash Bandicoot before we got the Insane Trilogy. I'm getting the exact same vibe, basically. Like, oh, I'm gonna be quiet. Let's just be quiet until we get the game ready, and then we will actually show it off to you, the vast audience when we get time. When it's ready. Because let's be real, how long did they deny? How many times did they deny Crash Bandicoot until we got the official reveal? Like 7 times, right? It was like rumor, people were breaking down stuff. It never happened. And then all of a sudden, during that orchestra, which was like the best show Sony put on, this whole generation, in terms of their E3, they announced it there. So again, it's going to take some time. But I do believe it's happening. It's just a matter of when we'll get it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. What you want that?
Well, I can go real quick, 10 seconds. This is why I don't comment on rumors. I don't mind if the chat. Now, let me make this clear. If somebody tweets me and says, "Can you talk about it real quick?" I will. If the chat's talking about it, I'll entertain it. But I will not. The only one I'll make an exception for is the Mass Effect possible remake. I will talk about those rumors because that's my favorite game series. But no, I will always wait for the developer or the holding company they have publicists, they have people who get paid to release the information. That's what these cats should go by. But that's all I'm gonna say. Please, Ice Queen, take it away.
And that's another thing too. The leakers are sticking to their guns too. Yeah, that's true. Red Hood, like the dude who leaked it, Golem. He's like, dude, my sources are still. I'm sticking by my sources. So again, I do believe it's happening. Like I just said, I do believe it's happening. What's happening though is they're keeping a tight lip on it. And if it is true that it's exclusive, quote unquote, to PlayStation, this is something massive that you don't want to leak early. This is something you want to shock people to have that shock and awe effect. You know what I'm saying? So. Again, give it time and you'll get your answers for sure of when it's happening. But until then, it's pretty much quiet. Everybody's gonna be quiet on the matter. Don, you want to add anything to this?
Well, I never actually played Silent Hill, but my late husband did.
Mm-hmm.
He played the PT demo.
Oh, he played a PC demo?
Yeah, he did do. Yeah, when it came out.
PT, right?
Yeah, part-time.
Yeah.
They said part-time.
Well, that's what PT means.
What the hell? You'll say part-time.
Bro, that demo, by the way, if you have that downloaded on your PS4, like a lot of people have it in their library.
Yeah,
but if you have it downloaded, it's in your library, like me too. But I have a PS4 Slim with it downloaded. Those things were going on eBay at the time. I don't know now, but to actually have the thing downloaded, they're paying a lot of money for that, just to have it downloaded on your PS4, because you can't access it. It might say you can do it, but you won't be able to download it again.
Yep.
I know when my husband played it, and I remember the woman, she made me jump.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I think it's definitely happening.
It's coming.
Yeah. And they were quiet too, because when they were talking about Kojima and his involvement, again, they were like, yeah, I don't know about that. I'm like, dog, something's happening here. I do believe it. Metal Gear Solid as well. I can't wait to see what's up with that.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I think it's happening, but they're just not saying anything.
Absolutely. Blaze, let me go to you, man. What you think, bro?
On Silent Hills?
Yeah, and this rumor, being supposedly debunked, like they're saying it's not happening, was never happening.
Well, like you said, man, if it is happening, regardless, they don't want, like you said, they want to keep. Look, you remember when God of War was showing off? People like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? Like when they seen Kratos walk out of the shadow, it was just because they didn't expect that to be a God of War game. They see a kid playing outside. God of War was always traditional top-down view. Like it was a surprise, like you said. So if it is true, and with the PS5 reveal, I'm sure they're gonna have a few games. That would be such a nice, like, just like a mic drop for Sony. Like, and by the way, that game that you thought was never going to happen, here it is, people.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. So I agree with you that they keeping it tight-lipped. If it's true, I hope it is. I can see it being true because you can tell they really wanted that game to come out, man. You could see the passion in that tiny little demo. It was so
unique.
It was so ahead of its time and unique, different, that you can tell they put so much into it. So I know Sony, and and the people involved want that to come out and want that.
And Norman Reedus add a little credits to, because remember he said, I don't know if y'all saw like his interview or interview he did a while ago. He stated that he can see himself still working with Kojima in the future. So he was in and got some stuff now. I don't know. I see it happening for sure. It's happening. Again, we'll get it more in the future. Somebody said they're sitting on. Yeah, they are. Rallo, they are. I think Sony it would be unwise for Sony not to look into the Metal Gear Solid thing, which again I think they are. That's a big, massive selling point for PS5. If they are going to go to Konami, I would actually just go ahead and buy that shit from Konami. I mean, Konami's just milked that franchise to the ground. Give them a blank check. Tell Konami to put the number. Buy Metal Gear Solid from them. And I'm tell you why I said that, because Metal Gear Solid, Sony can make that money back tenfold.
Bro, buy it and then give it back to Kojima. Like,
exactly. Like it can be made back tenfold. Have Kojima remaster or not remaster, remake them, redo them. Have what was his name? David Hayter. Is that David Hayter? Voice of Snake. Is it David Hayter?
Yeah.
David Hayter come back, voice Snake. Meryl.
But didn't Snake die?
Well, he died. I'm saying remake it. I'm saying remake it. Go back. Remake. Yeah, remake.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Redo them. Basically, you can retell them, but redo them. Metal Gear Solid 4 was a big game for PS3, but I remember like the huge install you had to do even after you download the game. You had to install that game. It was on disc, and you had to literally stand there and see Snake sit there smoke.
Yeah, I do remember that. It looked good.
He's like, kept you waiting, huh?
At 1080p or something like that.
Yeah, all the textures, all that.
Bro, the Metal Gear Solid PS4, the launch model type.
Oh, PS3.
No, PS4.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about that red one?
The red and silver.
Yeah.
My God, is that beautiful?
It was like matching the arm, right? The robotic arm.
Yes.
Yeah. That was so fire. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, man.
Remember the gunmetal one that was super rare and dudes were like losing their shit over for PS3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I may buy that today. Well, it's on PS now. The what's it? The Ground Zeroes or something like that, and the other one's on metal. It's on PS now.
Like guys, PS3 cost $600 at the time. Dudes were spending $800 just to get their hands on the gunmetal PS3.
Yeah, and
I might go buy that on eBay, man.
What, gunmetal PS3?
Yeah, I might look at it. Yeah,
it looks sick. It still looks sick to this day.
Plays, you have to donate to the cause. I'm just kidding with you.
But it still looks.
I don't donate to egg bugs, man. Nah, but yeah, man. Dude, and like I said, Microsoft makes some nice consoles too, man.
Yeah, they did.
I think it was. I forgot his name. He's Xbox, not Xbox Pope. It's Xbox. What's the name on Twitter? But he been making some cool Xbox designs. He did one recently for the Series X. He did a Captain America custom Xbox Series X design. Mm-hmm. Should look fire. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
You think they'll do an Avengers custom PS4
for PS4? Yes. Whoa. I don't honestly. That's tough. Yeah, I don't think so. If anything, I would see him doing for PS4 would be just putting Spider-Man in there.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I can see them having Spider-Man in there, having him exclusive to the PlayStation version because he's owned by PlayStation. Because remember they're like supposedly adding characters, if I'm not mistaken. Like the roster will build as you progress through the story.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're giving us Miss Marvel, so we'll have to wait and see where they go from.
Yeah, that's cool. There. So I can see that. They also Taskmaster was really well done in it. So yeah, the game has potential. I'm definitely looking to play that for sure. Want to see how that story goes.
Somebody in the chat said, how many of us send our picks to Sony? Well, they're going to have 4 to 7 presets on PS5 allegedly, and you just have to find out where that is on your ear because I'm telling you, I work in the medical field. And everybody here is different. Yeah. So you're just going to have to set it to where you hear the best and then go from there. But I'll send him an ear if they.
They really ask it for your ears. That's gonna be funny as shit.
Yeah, if he did do that, it would be.
That would be some funny shit. Hey, Ryan, we know you got a PS5. You might send us a picture of your ears so we can just get an estimate of where the sound comes from your ears. But I don't see them doing it. But that'd be some funny shit.
Yo, hit that like button, people. Hit
We got
that
80
like
people
button.
here. I
So
know it's
easy.
YouTube's messing up. Hey, appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Let's move. Anybody else? Anything else you want to add to that topic?
All right, what else you got for topics? Yeah.
Oh, I got a few more. PS5 dynamic interfaces. Let's definitely get into this. I know a lot of people really want me to go into detail on this. My bad, guys. I did not get a chance to go all the way into this. I should have did this when I was saying PS5 was revolutionary in that video. I know it was a big video, and I should have went further, but I didn't have time. I had to cut a little bit. But this just came out. PS5 dynamic interfaces. Now, you guys remember we were talking about this in patents numerous times on the podcast, but also I talked about them in videos. So supposedly PS5 will have dynamic interfaces. Now, these dynamic interfaces basically break the game up like for you in the game. So when you guys download the game, the interface will show you the game. It will say start, right? But you can like immediately like pick where you want to start. Like you can immediately go to the story, the online, whatever, instantly started. And apparently, according to Jason Schreier, the way these games were booting up is up there with Netflix in terms of like instant. It was that fast. That's pretty big. That's pretty damn big for next gen. Obviously, load times are the biggest thing to look forward to in terms of them being a thing of the past. But for Sony to have it this simple and get it down to that point and have like no interruptions right to the gameplay, hey, dog, I'm with it. You know, that's dope. So I can't wait.
Wait, go over that one more time.
Hold on. 1 second. He said, "What's up, Rob? Noise canceling earbuds." Yes. Picture. Oh, wow, that's crazy. All right, so you didn't hear what I said about the dynamic interface?
I was daydreaming, bro.
You're a fool.
Literally.
I told you you're a fool.
I was looking at the Last of Us gameplay. I was just looking at that shit daydreaming, bro.
Let me do it over. Okay, so I covered this numerous times in pads. I was like,
Yeah, I heard this part. Like, yeah, get into my fault, bro.
dynamic interfaces allowing you to not only when you download the game with these new dynamic interfaces, it allows you to immediately go to whatever portion of the game instantaneously. Like, for example, when you download like a multiplayer game, it will have the single player and the multiplayer all broken up, but it's smart. You know what I'm saying? Immediately just have you pick.
So you can download different portions instead of waiting for
you can download the whole file. Yeah. The whole file can do this. Yeah. And just really go right to it with these dynamic interfaces. And apparently, according to Jason Schreier, it's just as fast as Netflix.
That's cool because on PC you can pick and choose too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so
not on every game though.
He's seen it working. That's my whole thing is, has he seen it working, or is he just reporting what he's been told?
Who was that?
Jason Schreier.
What about him?
If you're the one, if you're saying that he said that they can do this, I think that's fine. But or he's just going by the patent that was filed.
Oh no! He was told this, and people were calling him Jason Shilling, which is funny as shit.
Yeah, so he's just seen it. Again, when they show it physically working, I'll be like, yeah, this is great, but it's just hearsay. If this is a court of law, this would be hearsay. Well, somebody told me. Well, it's hearsay. So,
but why would they even bring that up, Craig? Like, for what reason would they even try to hype this? Like, unless it.
Well, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying that I need to see it in real time. I need to see something tangible, not what somebody is reporting. Because remember, God of War was going to PC. And that turned out not to be true. So it's just, that's why I'm just like, well,
that was that whole thing again. Was,
but that's totally different.
Yeah, that's totally different. That's from a nut who destroyed his damn gaming setup supposedly over Horizon. That's not from a actual someone who works in the industry.
Yeah. I mean, if it works, I think that's fine. But can't you already right now? I know when The Last of Us Part 1 was on, is it PS Now? When it was a free game, whenever it was a PS Plus, it said you want to download the whole game, the multiplayer, or the single
you can do that with even Call of Duty as well, but it's not streamlined.
Yeah, it's not streamlined. This is legit to the point. This is not like something like Call of Duty where you have the option to do all that stuff. It's not like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fine. It's not streamlined, so that's a PS5 because it took forever to download Call of Duty
Yeah.
just a single player. So if it can download faster than that, I'll be.
I'd be happy when Sony speeds up their network as well, download speeds and all that shit, so they can handle more data. Because let's be real, our internets are a lot faster than what's on PSN.
I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of people don't, and they don't. I don't know if they even know if this works. But when you're downloading the game and you want it to get done extremely fast, like 10 times faster, download it and put it in safe mode. And come back in 10 minutes, and I guarantee you the game is completely done.
Yeah, you can do that. Also,
when you download, put in safe mode. It's the fastest way to download games. Shut it off, put in safe mode.
Also, if I was y'all, go into your DNS settings and set some of your primary DNS settings to like 0. I think it's 77. Wait, no, was that it? I forgot. I remember whatever, but it's like the Sony numbers you got put in the DNS server thing, and supposedly it speeds up shit too. But again, the thing about
it, see what I'm talking about. Try it.
Oh, I know exactly what you're doing because that happens all the time. Yeah, my internet's gotten a lot. My internet's a lot fast. I get like 200 plus download, so I don't really.
Do you?
Yeah, I get like 200 plus.
Oh, so you're not a fraud.
Oh, he said rest mode, not safe mode.
yeah, rest mode. Yeah,
that's right. Safe mode is the damn.
Yeah, don't put in safe mode. Yeah,
safe mode. Safe mode.
True, you ain't getting nothing. I do it all the time. I'm telling you, Lee, it works. It's the best.
Oh shit. Man. Let's move on. Let's go ahead here. I already know a lot of people wanted me to talk about this. Shout out to Vancy in the chat. I know he really wanted me to talk about this. I didn't make a video. I was going to. I had to fight the urge. I really had to fight the urge. I'm like, you know what? This would be fun for Friday. Why not just talk about have fun for Friday? So Matt Booty.
Oh yeah.
Matt Booty made a comment. Now, granted, this interview is 7 months old. This is from Game Informer, but I noticed Kratos posted this on Twitter, and it immediately went. It went kind of viral because everybody was tweeting this and everybody was taking what Matt Booty said, and again, like I said on Breakfast with Boom, some of you who watch here or who might watch this later who are from Breakfast with Boom, like, y'all already know, y'all can quote me. I'm a man of results. I'm always a man of results, right? Like, the results will speak for me louder than anything else. But this is what Matt Booty said. Matt Booty said that Xbox, Microsoft invested a bunch of... But most of the studios that they bought are going to be making AA games to go in between some of their AAA releases. And a lot of people took this and said that, oh, no, they're not going to make any AAA games like outside from like Halo, Gears, and Forza. Immediately, some people came in to defend this. They were like, well, they got they got Hellblade 2, they got Everwild, and a few others. I'm like, yeah, true, but... What people are missing, right? And this is where people are getting the context of. It's like, again, he still said AA studios, right? The AA games are still the priority. And again, it makes sense because you're going for what? A Netflix, a gaming type of deal with Game Pass. And in order for you to continue to do that, you got to throw your own content in there while also shuffling in like third-party games and bigger studio releases. So that's just their game plan. I'm looking at it, I'm just like, I'll definitely give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not really that, shocked by what I heard from Matt Booty. It comes back to what we said numerous times. Them studios, you got to pay attention to. What you guys say about?
I'll give him benefit of the doubt as well, honestly.
Yeah.
But we've talked, you're right, we've gone over it before, so I mean... Like you said, you wait for the results. We'll see, man. I just don't like. This happened 9 months ago when he did that interview.
Yeah, it was like 7 months ago.
7 months ago
from Game Informer. Yeah. Yeah, people were saying that maybe Jay was spinning it because he's saying that there's no games in general happening. I don't think Jay said there was no games happening in general. Games are gonna be coming, but he's saying based off of what what's the name said, Matt Booty said, it's their main focus is the AA studio releases so far until they get into those bigger ones. Then those were going between those. But again, I don't know what to say. You know, I don't even know what to say. I'm not even going to even try to attempt to break that shit down. It's like the perception of Microsoft is their own doing, right? That's their own doing, their perception when it comes to the fans. And it's up to them to change that perception. I have said this numerous times. I have preached this numerous times. And every time I bring this up, it's either a 5-year-old comes at me in the chat or somebody just doesn't understand what I'm trying to come across or break down to you. And somebody will try to flip this and go, oh, he's hating, blah, blah, blah. I say this all the time. It's up to them to change that perspective. How do you change that perspective? By showing that you got the games and delivering them to the consumer. It's just that simple. It really is that simple. You know, everybody's talking about Fable, yet there is no confirmation of Fable, is there not? No confirmation of Fable, right?
Yeah.
There's no confirmation. That's a rumor. But these people, the same people who say, "Oh, y'all talk about rumors," are hyping up a damn rumor of Fable. There's no confirmation of Fable. The last time we heard anything about Fable, let me hit you out with some knowledge here. The last time any of you actually heard anything about Fable was like 2014, maybe 15.
Now, come on, Ryan. Death Singer says Fable's coming. Listen, this is the problem.
Oh, God.
What he means by that is like, yo, that's why people say, oh, these Sony games come out once a year, bro. If you want good shit, it's going to take time, bro. You got to perfect it, yo. This is the problem with people. They want things to, you got once a year games coming out. Okay, but this is why you can't compare the PlayStation exclusive to Xbox, because I feel like they rush it out for their little Xbox Game Pass and to, you know what I mean, to fill the void for that. You know, it's been dry out, but like this is the problem. Like you can't rush these games; they take time. So that's why you're seeing, you know, maybe Microsoft's like, yeah, drop Bleeding Edge, you know, give them something for now, because development takes time, man. There's so much that goes into it, bro. It's not even like captioning, you know, getting the cast for your shit, dude. Everything takes time, bro. You got to test the game. But people want things. They want things that come out right away. Well, when that happens, you're gonna get mediocre shit, man. It takes time.
They have a lot of work. I'm telling you, they have a lot of work to do with that Series X. Dude's hyping up the power like the power is gonna do a damn thing in this case. I keep telling you, man. Look, if a boring ass GDC conference. Let's keep it real, right? For the general public, that wasn't for them. That GDC conference that we watched live, that wasn't for the general public. That was for the developers. But for that conference to have 12 million views in just one day, and you compare that to the Xbox Series X console reveal, that console reveal video did like 5 million in total.
Bro, like, but people say it was boring. Nobody forced you to watch that. That was for... that was for the certain crowd, the hardcore crowd that wants to see the nitty gritty inside the specs and see what's gonna, that's not what they're like. When Sony comes out and says, "Hey, look, this is what the PlayStation looks like. This is what the controller. This is the kind of features we're gonna have. This is the new XMB. Look at the store, how much better it's faster." Like that's not what that was. This was just people wanted stats. They were the speculation. People saying 12, 13, 10, 9, 8. It would sound like a countdown out there, bro. That's why they released the specs. It wasn't for everybody. It's for people that want to know what's inside the box, period.
Yep.
Yeah. And as far as Matt Booty, he's been saying that for about a year and a half. I chronicled this morning on my podcast. He's been consistent. He's been consistent. And all they're doing is the new studios, they want them to put out some stuff for Game Pass, in between their major games. Microsoft is going to keep paying these third-party developers this big money to stick their games in Game Pass for you to rent them. They'll stick their own games in there. So eventually, it's not that they won't have them in there. It's just that they're not going to keep doing it, over and over and over again. They got their own studios. They'll put their own games in there. They'll have their Halos in there, their Forzas and stuff like
schedule,
that.
especially compared to
it was 3 months ago.
Not really.
By the way, it was 3 months ago that the Xbox actual reveal was 3 months ago.
Yeah. So
and 3 months ago, it did over 10 million views. Sony doubled. Sony got more than that in just the official in one day.
Yep.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. This kind of shows you where something called, I don't know, they call it mind share.
Yep, 13 million views in a week.
Yeah.
Y'all do the math, guys. Y'all do the math for how big of an impact.
13 million?
13 million views in just 1 week for
Yep.
PS5.
Oh, I thought it was
GDC.
boring and nobody watched it, man.
I mean, people did.
We watched
Clearly,
that
people
shit, man.
didn't watch it, right? But it's like, no, I laughed my ass off. You know, the whole
Bro, that's people jump the fence too fast.
Why
bro.
y'all hating? Stop hating.
Oh, the
But
Fox.
that's
What's up, man?
showing Fox.
Why y'all hating on Xbox? Stop hating, motherfuckers.
Dude still coming at your neck over that Xbox One X purchase?
You know what? I swear down, they throttled the internet because of the COVID, because it took me 2 hours just to update the new Xbox One X update.
Ah, dude. Bro.
You know, I'm still downloading Jedi Fallen Order. Still download. It came with it, but I'm still downloading it.
It fucked up Twitter too. I sent everybody messages. I was like, guys, I'm gonna do the show at earlier. I'm gonna do a show an hour earlier today just to get through some shit because the way things are going, like it happened earlier as well. I got hit with a message on YouTube as well, like error codes supposedly were going out for YouTube, and so live streams are being affected. Blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, let me just go ahead and do this shit an hour early. Lo and behold,
I heard only like downloads.
yeah. Downloads,
have
live
been
streams
affected.
were cutting down.
No, not streams. Not streaming is
live-
fine. As long
live
as you're not,
stream,
as long as you're not streaming in Ultra HD, you'll be fine.
No,
Anything
live streams are
1080p or low-
affected, dude.
No, we had an issue early at the start.
Trust me, bro.
So
Even I
how
couldn't
come-
even stream yesterday.
Isn't live streaming the same as watching Netflix though? It's all streaming, isn't it?
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
kinda,
a little.
yeah,
Netflix
a little
uses like a buffer system where it's not constantly using
Plus,
bandwidth like that.
and we're comparing a proper infrastructure to this. So,
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, brother? Welcome. Good to see you.
Huh?
I said, what's going on? Welcome. Good to see you.
Yeah, man. I'm just I got my Xbox One X for 100 UK pounds. Couldn't say no
That's
because
a
I had
great
the
deal.
Xbox One S.
Did it come with
Someone
Game
said that-
Pass?
It came with Game Pass, Xbox Live, Jedi Fallen Order,
Oh,
EA Access, everything, man.
oh, so you got it all. You good. You good for the whole generation.
Yeah.
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. You know what? You ain't lying, man.
That was a real shit.
Set. I'm set to the Series X.
You only need a
And the
goddamn
PS5.
game. What the fuck? What the fuck you got issues for?
No, but seriously, I already had an Xbox One S though, right? And I got a bunch of games, and I was always refusing to play it because of the performance. You know, the One S, it displays really well. The graphics are good, for 1080p, 900p, whatever it is. That's not the problem for me. The problem is when you play games and the frame rate is the worst out of all the versions. It's like you don't expect to be suffering like you would on the Switch. The only thing is,
Right.
the Switch gets away with it because it's a portable.
It's portable. It's handheld. Yeah.
To be a console, but this thing's a real console.
Yeah.
This Xbox One S,
And
So
they said
anyway.
it's a beast. They said it's a beast.
Well, I tell you what, I tried Mass Effect Andromeda because I played it on the PS4 and the Pro, and it stinks. It's like, the performance stinks. It's
Oh,
so
the game stinks.
Dude, you see
the
Resident
no, I
Evil
mean, you know what?
3.
You know what? I can live with the game if the performance was smooth within 30 frames per second, right? As smooth as that can be. But when you play it on PS4 Pro or PS4 or even the Xbox One Standard S, it's horrible. The performance is really stuttery and juddery. I played it on the One X. I played like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And as smooth as I haven't noticed any problems. But they obviously paid more attention to enhancing the Xbox One X version than they did with the PS4 Pro, because right now, I mean, this isn't a big win, because Mass Effect Andromeda, most people think it stinks whether the frame rate is 120 frames.
Yeah.
But if you like the franchise and you're dying and you've played all the old games and you just want more Mass Effect, the only other option is Andromeda. And if you're gonna play it, may as well play it the best way you can on a console. But that's not why I got the One X. That's just a bonus that it's running better.
Well,
Mass
whatever
Effect,
you do,
because those are
don't get Assassin's, or no, I'm sorry, don't get Resident Evil 3 on that damn console.
Well, you're talking about a demo, bro. If it's like that at launch, obviously I'll pick the best version, which won't be that version. But if they fix it and it runs like
you would hope
Resident
so, right?
Evil
You would
2
hope so.
remake,
Yeah, you would hope so. I mean, that shit.
No,
was
Ryan,
crazy.
you know what's
listen,
wrong with
I'm
that
buying
demo,
the
right?
best version of a game, no matter what platform. So if I'm talking about consoles here. I'm buying the best version. I don't care about the brand. I just want the best experience.
Right.
That happens to be on the Pro or the One X. I don't give a damn because I'm not a part of the whole us versus them bullshit, you know. But I will say this one last thing before you carry on, because I don't want it to be all about my new Xbox One X acquisition. But no, but I'll say one thing, right? I got a feeling, and I don't know if this is a topic you've talked about yet, but I got this feeling that if there's no delay this year for next gen consoles, there's definitely gonna be a supply chain shortage all over the world. And I feel like the £100 for the Xbox One X, the £100 I spent on it, and if there is a delay or I'm having problems getting one, well, I won't feel bad because I spent £100 and I got half of the Series X, 6 flops, so I got at least half of it right now.
Facts.
You know, honestly, I would not be surprised. It makes sense because, like, you think about it, we're in a state of like we got a pandemic here. You know, everything's fucking ceased. Everything's
I'm
like
surprised
ceasing.
it arrived. You know, when the Amazon lady came to my door and stood like 10 miles away from me.
Oh yeah,
the box just on my doorstep, and she was like 15 meters away. I said, you know, it's only 2 feet or 2 meters? You don't have to be across the street. I even yawned in your direction. But anyway, she dropped the box and waved at me nervously and sort of ran off. And I thought, damn, you didn't even get my signature. You didn't even get my electronic signature. I might just... No, I'm only joking.
I mean, shit. You lucky we ain't got the drones yet. Remember the drones? The Amazon was working on.
No, but I thought you know what though? I thought because of the crisis, I thought all those things like Xboxes and electronics, I thought they'd be the last things to be delivered. I thought you'd more likely get a loaf of bread before you get Xbox One X.
Yeah,
no, they're just running maybe a day or two behind. Like my niece works at Amazon here in my city, and she said it may be a day or two off. But if they're off, they'll make it up to you. They'll give you something like a percentage off your next buy. But yeah, I'm glad you got it. Hopefully,
dude, it was cheap. I think I might have bought it even if I didn't sell the Xbox One S. I tell you why. I sold the Xbox One S for $175. Yeah, gave 2 games away, some old games that old games, and
man.
I found an Xbox, brand new Xbox One X bundle, the Jedi bundle, for $279. That's that's almost like the standard PS4 price. So I thought, you know what? This person, I said, you still want my Xbox, the S? Because I treat my things with care. So my stuff is like it was day one launch. Even after 3 years, my shit looks new because you know what I mean? I'm like that. Because I didn't grow up with no silver spoon in my mouth. I might have a bit of money now, but I remember when I didn't have money. So I still got that philosophy. Put cellophane over everything. Your couch, you're gonna suffocate in my couch because your skin ain't touching that real material. You threw some plastic. But anyway, you know, black people.
You already know we're gonna be getting compressed air.
You know,
for
black
these damn
people in it.
consoles.
When black people buy things, they don't take the wrapping off.
That's true.
You have to sit on that motherfucker with the see-through wrapping on it.
They gotta make sure you can pay it off. Don't you be sitting in there?
We found out Kojima predicted the future. I guarantee you. I'm surprised we're not delivering shit ourselves on our backs.
No.
So in the end, I paid £100 for this motherfucker, man. I don't feel bad at all. I feel like I upgraded my S for 100, for 100.
Well, you can play that Assassin's Creed Origins, and when you climb the Pyramid Giza and look up straight, that's in 4K native, brother. It don't get no better than that. That's the best version.
To be honest, I already see the difference in clarity with Mass Effect Andromeda because I spent like 20 hours on the PS4 Pro version with all the the enhancements on that version, and straight away when it started loading up, first it was quicker to load. That might be the bandwidth though, because it's got higher bandwidth, right? 300 and something. It was quicker. And the textures were much cleaner. Like there was no blurring. It just looked. I know it's not 4K. It's probably 1800p.
Yeah, they're both 1800p.
Yeah, but why does the PS, if they're both the same resolution, why does the PS4 Pro version, when you look at the ground textures, why does it look slightly blurrier?
Oh yeah, I don't know that, but no,
If it's got the same res, what's going on there?
Yeah, I
Soupy
do not
textures,
know.
man. Soupy graphics.
Yeah, soup textures. There you go. You stepped up, and you got the beast, and that what they call it. X gonna give it to you.
There you go. You
Well,
got the X
the,
going
the
to
X is for the best multiplats. Like, I'm hoping that Cyberpunk, I hope it lives up to its power, because I expect to be playing most of my multiplats on this. And my PS4 Pro is gonna, obviously, it's my main console because of the exclusives. No multiplat can beat the exclusives. But
change it
but
hard.
I'll say one thing. The X is, at least Xbox will get more use from me now, because when I had the S, it just sat there like a DVD player.
Remember they was selling they were trying to sell the X as a DVD player in Japan. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Yo, Foxy, why don't you use what GPU you have?
What's that?
What kind of GPU do you have?
What, in my PC?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a very good PC. I'll tell you what the specs are, but I just tried, bro. I wasted my money on the PC, right? I tried. I can't play it as a gaming box. I just can't, man. I can't sit in that corner on that desk. I need to be chilled out in my bed. You can't bring your PC in a different room with you, and you know what I mean, without linking it up and then getting some kind of lag or something. Do you know what it is? The PC's good, but it's the PC's for my editing now and media stuff, man. It's, you know, I blatantly wasted my money. I tried to get into PC gaming. I went and bought a 5700 when it was practically just came out. You know, AMD built PC with all the LED, RGB lights and all that shit. And to be honest, I only use it for streaming when trying to do OBS or bro.
But you know,
a cheap laptop.
Bro, you can just use your controller and sit, bro. I just use my PS4.
It's all right when I'm in the living room. Dude, it's all right when I'm in the living room, yeah? I do a lot of gaming in my bedroom.
Gotcha. Yeah, see, my stuff is all together. I just take a DualShock, turn it on, and start it up. I use a PS4 controller on my computer.
Yeah, I tried to program my computer to do the PS4, and I couldn't do it.
Listen, I spent nearly $2,000 on that PC. Like, if I include the monitor that I paid for with it and stuff, so it's like, I know I wasted my money, but fuck it. At least that spec is good for years to come.
Facts.
Even if it's not gaming, for years on anything else, like, because I've got the fastest PC for doing, you know, processing stuff, word processing and fucking rendering and editing and stuff, video editing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not worried because it's there for the future, but I don't know why I can't game on the PC. It's got all the best frame rates. You know what it is? I find I spend too much time in the options on the PC. I just can't leave I spend more time fiddling than I do playing, man.
Yeah. Now you're
that sounds like a you problem, man. You just turn it on and go.
It is a you problem. It is a you problem. That's why I'm saying I can't play on the PC. It's a me problem. Like,
you never satisfied, Jesse? You never satisfied?
The game will automatically optimize your settings based on your hardware.
Yeah, but you got to understand, when you've been used to console for years and you've never had those options, when someone hands them to you, you get overwhelmed.
No, I know you do mess with. Well, I did in the beginning too, man. But you know, then you'll realize.
Do you know what I kept doing, bro? I kept saying, right, it's running good at 4K, it's running good at 1440p. Let me put it down to 1080p because see how much frame rate I can get. just stupid things. And then say, nah. Then you got to hard reset your PC because some games won't allow you to just go back in the game. Once you change some things, it says you got to reload it again.
So like, you got an AMD card?
Yeah, you know, certain games, right? Some games, when you change certain settings, especially Grand Theft Auto and The Witcher, I noticed like, if I change certain settings, it says, oh, you have to restart this game. It won't let me just continue with the new settings. It says reboot the game to apply new settings.
Mm.
Yeah, that's on a few. Like if you go to complete, like some games, if you go to like ultra, some games will have you restart it for you to see.
All my shit is on ultra. Bro, everything I have, I've never had to bring things down below ultra unless I wanted to just see how much frame rate I could get out of the most basic graphics. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got a RX 570. You said
5700.
Yeah.
5700, not the XT version, just the 5700. You know the Navi car, first one.
gotcha.
It runs so well. It's so well optimized because everything is AMD on that PC. Everything. Do you know what I mean? It's just everything's like ultra. I've even gone to extreme on games. You know, extreme water physics tessellation, extreme, and there's no buckling. It don't buckle.
Yeah, no, it's a decent little card.
Yeah, he got a deal. I told him when he was researching.
I'm so conditioned on the console that it's like someone who's been in jail for all their life. You give them, you're released.
Limited
you
stuff.
Don't want to go.
You're so used to
I'm
that.
not going. This is my home. What am I going out there for? I don't know nobody.
True.
I'm staying up in here. Help me back up.
True. All right. Let me read the super chat before I forget. It's from $10 from Andrew Wilkins. He says Rand talked all that smack to Sony fans about Horizon Zero Dawn, saying he's always right. I told him he was wrong on Fable, and I don't know what that is. Some coming this gen. Rand been wrong a lot, including XO and Size Western. Yeah, you can't get it all right, man. You can't get it all right.
You can get your money back. He read your thing so enthusiastically. Ask for your refund, man. He said that like he didn't pay enough.
What's
he said that like he works in Burger King.
It's like a number 5. Okay, I'll be there.
He said that like he works in Mackie
Number
D's.
5 with mustard.
Number 5
he said that like he did overtime in McDonald's, bro.
That Mass Effect, by the way, Fox, that Mass Effect patch came. You know what I mean? Because when Mass Effect Andromeda came out, it had a Pro patch, but obviously it didn't have an Xbox patch because there was no X yet. But that patch came after, so I think they took their time with that version of Andromeda. When they patched it into the X,
I agree.
That came as a favor for Microsoft, more of a favor.
All they need to do though with the Pro version, everything's perfect on the Pro version apart from the frame pacing. If they could just lock it at 30. Because it's not that it dips too much, it's that it goes to 31 and it's uneven frame pacing, you know what I mean? So it makes the game feel like it is dropping when it's actually over 30. It's like 31 or 32. But when it's not locked, it just feels juddery. Like, it might as well be 20 frames. It might as well be 25 frames.
Yeah, good point. Shit. Let me let's go through these topics for you. We pretty much killed most of them, but shit. Let me
Wait, you've only been live like half an hour before I came on.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and talk about. Let's talk about the big one, real quick. Let me get this one out the way because I know you heard about this, right? The source code.
That.
Yeah, we were on that, but let me talk about this one. The source code for Series X was actually hacked, like it was stolen, basically, and the hacker is holding it for a $100 million ransom. Apparently, this actual source, this source code contains all the data, especially like the prototype and whatnot for the Arden GPU, which supposedly is in Series X, but also it contains some data on like their future graphics products from AMD. Now, AMD was quick to file those DMCA claims to remove it, like if it's ever posted anywhere. However, granted, they also stated that the information that was stolen obviously wasn't a hiccup on their part because there has nothing to do with them. Like they claimed it was on the hacker's PC. They didn't really have a breach or nothing like that in them in particular, supposedly. So basically, they threw Microsoft under the bus and basically said this is a you problem for Microsoft.
So if they don't pay, what happens?
That's the thing. The dude's basically saying he's gonna drop it on every site he can find. This is what this guy's saying.
What's gonna happen though? What's going to happen with the intellectual
all
property
the future plans
in the hands of the competitors?
Yeah, I'm guessing all I guess this is stuff that they don't want Nvidia to know. Nvidia is your biggest thing.
I'd say Intel need it right now, so I wouldn't pay the $100 million.
You wouldn't pay?
No, $100 million. You're joking. I'd say why don't you eat
That's AMD. File. That's $100 to AMD.
You know, I'd say it don't matter. You know, I'd say to them, eat that file, eat it, and tell me how it tastes.
I mean, shit, that was crazy when I read that. I was like, damn, they really had a breach.
You could make $100 million.
Yeah,
You could build
100 million.
you could R&D a console and get that on production for 100 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just take the hit. Just take the hit. 100 million? No way. I ain't paying that, boy. Tell me how it tastes. Eat that file. Data.
Oh, that's a good point. Jiho said the hacker could be able to make backdoors to future Xbox accounts.
They can just change their security protocols. Easy.
True.
That's
True.
Change something.
Yeah,
Do an update. Change it.
They would literally have to refine the whole thing to get rid of that for sure.
Not really. The encryption is what you need to worry about.
I thought you would have to go into it further than that though. Besides from encryption, wouldn't that be bigger? You have to a little bit more.
The question is,
backdoors?
how dumb is AMD and their security for this to have even happened?
That is big. Yeah, and this is that's crazy.
Mind you, the Pentagon has been hacked, so if you can hack the Pentagon, you can hack anything.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
No, Fox. Only PlayStation gets hacked, Fox. What are you talking about?
But this is AMD. Is this, wait, let me think. Is this Xbox or is it AMD that got hacked?
It was supposedly it's AMD or
So it affects Xbox, but it wasn't Xbox.
This affects Xbox because it's
So
their
this is more of an
RD.
L for AMD.
Yeah.
Microsoft's lucky, boy, because they don't need no more heat right now.
Yeah, it's more of
Lucky
them,
there's
but
someone
they're
else to
claiming
blame.
they weren't though. This is crazy, but yeah, supposedly it was on a
Who's
hack
saying they
PC.
weren't? They're saying they weren't hacked.
Yeah, AMD's claiming that the hack wasn't. Let me bring this up. Hold on, let me bring it right up and read what
said
they
it
say.
doesn't really affect them.
Okay, so according to a report from Torrent Freak, this stolen data was found in a hacked computer and includes source code for AMD's Big Navi and Ardent GPUs. The latter is rumored to be in the Xbox Series X, obviously. Segments of code have been posted on GitHub and subsequently removed. The hacker is asking for $100 million for the code and is threatening to dump
Asking?
Yeah.
That's kind of him. You
He's
mean demanding?
Yeah. Well, he's asked for $100 million, and he's threatening to dump the entirety of the stolen data if a buyer isn't found. The fact that AMD has issued a DMCA takedown notice on the repository where the data was being held would suggest that this is a legitimate breach. Later in the official statement, AMD made it clear that the stolen data is not core to the competitiveness or security of our graphics products.
Well, fine. Then they don't have to pay.
Interesting.
Lisa Sue, well done, Lisa.
Lisa Sue's got a lot to talk about in that board meeting for sure. That's pretty bad.
So we got more than the coronavirus out there then. Lots of viruses.
You mean that 30? I'm not a console guy, but if I was a strictly console guy, I'd be on play.
He's playing that dumb shout boy.
Oh man, he's gonna get you for that.
Oh Lord. Oh man, but no, it's just that's bad. That's bad, really, really bad. And also, it's funny. My bank hit me up before I even started the podcast. I don't know if y'all got any messages like this. Y'all might want to check your emails. My bank was like, "Hey Ryan, look out for your spam folder. Some people sending malicious software,
Try to trick.
Yeah, trying to get in your bank account or trying to get you to open up these files for malicious software to get your bank account because everybody's gonna get that payout."
But if you claim that you're au fait with a computer, you've been using a computer for a while, and if you don't know by now not to open emails that you're not sure about, then I don't know what to do for you. Everybody knows that. From 10 years ago, you don't open emails. You don't. Every email is a potential malicious email.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but sometimes spam, like you'll get password reset. My Xbox reset thing, I couldn't find it. I kept resending it. It wouldn't show up. It was in my spam.
Yeah.
So sometimes it gets mixed up. But yeah, you shouldn't be opening shit. Like that's the number one thing they teach you. Like don't open up nothing from nothing. Like unless you know exactly where it's coming from. But don't open up random shit.
Do you know how many emails I get saying we'd like to buy advertising for your channel? I just ignore them, motherfucker. You can't even spell.
That's me, dude.
Yeah.
That was
A lot of them,
me.
you read it and some of them can't even spell properly. You think I'm going to work with someone, you can't even spell basic words. You want to do business with me? Get out of here.
Yeah, bunch of like stuff like, hey, we work for this emoji type of thing. Hey, we would like to use. I'm like, dude, get this shit out of my face. I don't give a fuck.
You can't even spell. They're like, and we like to do opportunities for you. You mean you want me to do opportunity for you, Mo? Get it right. You contacted me.
Yeah, like this motherfucker asked me to try, like, basically, y'all remember when I said I was gonna do a product review for you guys? Like, those in the chat, I was sitting there, it was like a controller. They were offering to ship this to me, right? But also there was another one for the same company.
You want to pay for it on Amazon.
They want me to pay for it. They was like, hey, Ryan, if you pay for it, we will fully reimburse you. I'm like, motherfucker, what the fuck? You offering me? Why am I paying out my pocket for this?
I got that too. They want me to product, yeah, on social media, on my channel, everything. Once I've done the review, they'll fully reimburse me. I've got to pay for it though. I goes, are you crazy? What kind of company are you? You can't even afford to send me a sample. Get out of here.
It's like, dog, I'm looking at the damn things and shit. Like, dude, really, I'm not about to drop no damn $50 for no fucking part that goes in the back.
Listen, even tiny startup companies that were created on a mortgage, on a remortgage of a house, if they send you sample products, because that's how you get people's interest. You got to give stuff away when you know, that's how it works.
Yeah. It's like, dude, they try so hard with this shit. Shout out to G-Ho. G-Ho said it sounds like Dr. Evil. $100 million.
Yeah, $100 million.
Why make billions when we can make millions?
Yeah.
That's fucking shit. All right.
Yeah, I still got the BenQ monitor.
That's yours to keep. You got a steel. You got
that's my main. That's my main. That's all I use.
Yeah, I figured. Shit, you got that to stay, so you ain't got no problem.
I'm loving that monitor. Love that monitor.
That monitor's horrible. Fuck. Shame on you, man.
It's sitting on top of the Xbox One X. Literally, that big heavy BenQ monitor, because the Xbox One X is obviously built for you to put things on top of it.
It is. It's that's not even a joke, bro. Everybody uses it as like a computer stand, bro.
That's fucked up.
Really?
I was gonna use it as a chair, but then I thought, nah.
Oh man.
Oh, God.
It can take it. It can take it, man. It's built to last.
Thing's built like a tank, though. It is built beautiful.
If you drop that on your foot, bro, and you're not wearing any footwear, you're fucked. That's gonna leave your foot vibrating, boy.
That's true.
But hey, that X is quiet as a mother effer, bro. That thing is quiet.
I had to make sure
the Pro, forget about it, man.
That's true. Like, listen, that's why I was laughing, or I was paying close attention. Remember, we all got dead quiet when Cerny was talking about the boosted frequency or variable frequency, and he was showing off the sounds, like as the examples of like how loud it can get. I like that. So, yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah. Like, it doesn't have to be super.
Comes out,
yeah.
If the Series X comes out. And you know, the first 2 years they say they're not making any exclusives alone. It's going to be across all of their platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the Series X comes out and the only thing that is a big difference in gameplay is ray tracing and higher frame rates, I'll wait until they start making exclusives for the Series X and just get the PS5. I'll just get the PS5 on launch day. If I can, because I feel like
that's a given though, Fox. They did say they're not going to have exclusive for 2 years.
Because ray trace is not enough. Just to add ray trace, if it's not significantly better looking, if they can't do the games more justice than what they're doing on the One X. So in other words, if Halo Infinite launches and they both look similar, very similar, right, graphically, aesthetically, they look very similar, but Series X has 60 frames and ray tracing. I'm not sure I'd spend $500 to $600 for that.
Yeah, but ray tracing, like, people keep bringing up ray tracing like it's the end all be all, bro. That's like a feature that's awesome. It's just so demanding right now that people don't even use it, bro. I'm telling you, like,
they show Game of the Generation running on it. I think you need to give Xbox's props. Stop being a pony. They showed Minecraft for ray tracing.
Bro, their ray tracing compared to the RTX cores in a real GPU is totally different.
I don't know. I'm gonna see how it goes anyway. Like, I've got the X. I only paid $100, so I'd still buy the Series X. It's not because it's not the money. I'm just thinking they better look significantly better.
Oh yeah. I said this in the video. I mean,
clearly better. Not just ray tracing and 60 frames and 4K, because One X is already getting close to 4K. Okay, to the point where you shouldn't be arguing that it's not really 4K, because it's close enough.
Yeah.
And the only problem with it is the CPU. So, but I don't know if I want to spend $500-600 at the same time as I'll spend
Another
on
4.
a PS5.
Yeah, like another 4. Yeah.
You know, we're looking at a grand easy, and I haven't even bought any games yet for those two systems.
Good
so
point.
I'm gonna watch and see if it's like Impulse, then the One X becomes a living room product where it just sits in there under that TV, and that's the room I'm hardly in. I only use my living room.
So Fox, you're changing your mind because you told me I'm buying both. So now you're having a hard.
No, I am buying both. I am buying both, but Microsoft.
Still on day one. Yeah.
Remember, Microsoft is supporting their consoles for extra 2 years, so they're gonna have to show me why it's worth me upgrading from the One X to the Series X.
Yeah.
Well,
they got all their, they got all their games releasing, so they're taking away that impulse to say, "Oh, I can't play this unless I buy a Series X." When you could even play it if you got the original Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, that's true.
How much of a downgrade you want to accept?
Bro, you already have a series, bro. You have a PC. You already have a Series X at home already.
No, but that's 7 T-flops though, man.
Yeah, he's supposed to play on the beast. 12 T-flops.
Bro,
that's 7 T-flops without ray tracing.
Since you're on the T-flops, and obviously this is going to go right to the PS5 for sure. So obviously, Fox developers have been praising the system, third party and first party. They've been calling it revolutionary. What was interesting, I sent you a video. I don't know if you saw it. It was from NX Gamer. He did a comparison video, like he broke them down, what they could possibly do. He gave you like legit benchmarks, what we're possibly looking at. It's really, really well done. But also there was another video from a I forgot what he is. He's not engineer. What was he, Craig? Not engineer, but he's like
he was a computer. I saw he was a
computer engineer. Was he computer engineer? Was he a computer engineer?
Who was talking about, Microsoft or Sony side?
He was talking about PlayStation and Microsoft. The video I sent you first. But there was another video that dropped too from another one. He's a computer engineer. This video he did was really, really well done. He was talking about the SD and how they're doing it. Now, obviously, when dudes were hearing that PS5 is fast and efficient, dudes didn't want to listen. They want to hear that it's Series X is more powerful in every conceivable way. They're missing the point here. Sony's going for efficiency and speed. This system is very, very capable despite what you guys talking about. And what Mark Cerny said about the whole T-flop thing, he's actually very, very spot on. And my thing that I said in my video was like, if Sony can get real close to what Series X is doing, like graphical-wise, outputting for $400, you know what I'm saying? I don't see... I don't see anybody really like going like, oh my god, at this point, I really don't.
What, close to 4K, you say?
Oh, not 4K. I'm talking about just like close to like that visual representation, like over the top.
Once you hit 4K fidelity and you've got ray tracing, it's not gonna matter about extra couple of T-flops.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft Series X is not gonna do 6K natively or 8K natively. Neither is PS5. They're both gonna be 4K machines.
Yeah,
and there's going to be some games where they're going to be dynamic 4K machines, because trust me, you're going to have 4K and ray tracing and 60 frames per second with those next-gen engines.
Yeah.
Something's got to go. So you're going to have to toggle. It's going to say, if you want the performance version, no ray tracing. Yeah. You want the quality version, ray tracing, 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm not joking.
No, that's true. That is true. That is true.
But that's not what the community is saying to me. They're saying 52 CPUs and 12 T-flops. And even though it's 6 o'clock Eastern time, ladies and gentlemen, on the East Coast, and as of right now, hold on, Fox, this is important. I got to announce this. This game, Leading Edge, on 6 T-flops, has a 69 on Metacritic. So there's your T-flop. Now, I want an explanation from the world's most powerful console. I also need to know when I can BitCloud. Did they say when we can download the Predator game on the Xbox?
No clue. I just know for a fact that the demo, the open beta, it goes live at 8 p.m. today. So
yeah, but what does it go live on the Xbox? I want 6 T-flops to play on. Are they going to
never goes live?
I see 3 options for Xbox Series X. I see one is a graphics option, so that's everything. Ray tracing, 4K, frame rate is 30.
Right.
I see a second option, 60 frames per second, 4K, no ray tracing. And I see a third option. I see a 1080p version of some games, and you might even get 120 frames per second. Because I'm sure Microsoft would want to show a couple of games that can do that because they've been talking about it.
People are gonna get like this whole T-flop thing is driving me nuts. Look,
T-flop.
Yeah.
my card is got 13.45 T-flops.
Wow,
RTX
what kind of
2080 Ti.
card? What kind of card
Okay.
is that?
It's a RTX 2080 Ti. You know it costs right now $1,200.
Well, apparently the Series S can outperform that.
I got a cell phone that blows your PC away.
Listen to this, Fox. I'm sure. Look, what I'm saying is, okay, my shit got 13 T-flop. Let's just say 14. Okay. Now this Xbox has what, 12, right? That's what I'm trying to say. You stop. Like people got to stop comparing. Like, just because it says 12 doesn't mean it equals up to the Nvidia.
Yeah, it's nice though, isn't it? You know what it is? I agree with you, but all certain people, I can't put everyone in the same bracket.
Of course,
here.
yeah.
But most people, all they recognize is hierarchy of things. Like high numbers mean better. Like even when it comes to the bigger, the better. So for some people, do you understand? They don't want a tiny console.
you're right.
They want a big one because a big looks like it's powerful, even if it isn't powerful. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
But some people perceive things based on size and amounts.
Yeah.
So if you want a high level of radiation, that's the wrong business for you to be in. You should want a low. You know what I'm saying?
Fox,
Well,
you know
there's
what I'm
some
saying? Look,
new news we just got.
Hold on, right.
Oh, okay.
1 second. I don't want to cut you off, bro. I'm just saying, like, look at this, guys. Look, if my card costs $1,200 just for the GPU, and this Xbox is supposed to come out at 12 teraflops, and it's going to be a $600 console, and that has an SSD, a controller. You know, it has everything built inside. Like, you're getting a bundle, controller, SSD, GPU, CPU, for $600. And what I'm trying to say is my 13 teraflop GPU by itself is $1,200. You see that? You see what I'm saying? How it's so like that don't make sense type of thing. You get what I'm saying?
It does make sense because yours is, you got to see your setup as professional, and you got to see the console as like not a toy, but think of it as like you got industrial. Think of it like this: you got industrial equipment. Yeah, that is, you can throw anything at it. It's a tank. Or you've got a commercial version of that industrial equipment where it's built more cheaply. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And more things that can go wrong in terms of overheating, or it doesn't have the lastability. I guarantee your PC could last 20 years, not in power. I'm talking just in quality. Like in 20 years' time, you turn it on, it probably still works, but I doubt the PS5 and the Xbox Series X in 20 years' time. Either the disk drive's gone or something's broken in one of them.
I don't know why people are comparing that a console, especially AMD's. I mean, I agree that they're going to have to do something because the ray tracing takes a huge drop on the NVIDIA Turing. So it's going to be interesting to see how each console handles it. That's why it's important that we.
You're going to get 30, man.
Testing.
30 FPS.
Yeah, and that's fine. And when we see it, I'm like, oh, okay, they turned ray tracing and they went.
You know Minecraft demo?
Oh, that was trash.
That was 30 FPS.
Yeah, that's 30 FPS.
But that ray tracing
was 30, and it was still having frame rate. You could see the frame rate issue when the camera panned. Mm-hmm. Even that basic game, which is basically Lego, okay, Lego with ray tracing, is at 30 FPS. They couldn't even show that at 60.
Yeah.
Well,
I got shit before. Before I read these other ones, because you're gonna love this shit here and then the damn show. But like I said, like the results will speak louder than these spreadsheets for sure. That's what I'm
exactly.
These results are going to speak louder. Let me throw this one right here. This is actually sent by Samurai. Shout out to Samurai. I know he's in the chat watching. Shout out to Samurai. So listen to this. PS3 users soon won't be able to send or receive messages from other PlayStation formats. So basically, they're hinting that PS3 is pretty much about to be done at this point.
That's right. That motherfucker.
About to be done. And anybody who might be complaining about that or might be against that, think about this. They've supported PlayStation 3 for how long?
Listen, no one's really complaining. The only person that will complain about that is they went into cryogenic freeze midway through the PS3's generation and just woke up.
Yeah, like no, it's done. Like PS3 is pretty much done. Y'all might as well put an F in the chat. PS3 is about to be discontinued, like PlayStation 2. One thing I gotta give Sony props for: this was their most troublesome system, and yet they still support it to this damn day. So I gotta give Sony props. That's what's up. Like,
Bro,
even though it's
you
done.
know I
Do you
bought
know
a
why?
brand
Do you know
new
why they had to
PS2
do that,
in
bro?
stores.
It's not because they had to support it all this time. They probably only just made all their money back today.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying like it's done. Like that console gave them the most trouble, but they still stuck by
They
it.
lost millions. They lost hundreds of millions on that. That's why they kept it going for so long.
Yeah,
To get that money back.
they
So
had to drag it out.
they probably broke even in the end.
Bro, PS3 ended up being a great console with great games and great features.
Yeah,
and
the
great
games are
multimedia
great,
box.
but
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
bought
they
a
made money on the
PS2.
console though.
Fox, I bought a PS2 in 2013 at GameStop, brand new. They were selling them still, and then they discontinued the PS2. I believe in either 13 or 14. Think about that. In 2013, they stopped. They discontinued.
I think it was 2015, bro. The
That's
last game,
crazy.
the last server in Japan got turned off for PS2.
And they were still selling FIFA 2015, 2016. Crazy,
I think it was
bro.
Fantasy Star
Yep.
on the PlayStation 2. You had to buy a separate thing to plug in the back in the early days.
Separate
to get
hard
on.
drive.
No, you had to buy an Ethernet. It didn't have built-in Ethernet, did it? You had to buy a whole box to plug into the back of it.
No, the PS2 had an Ethernet in the back.
No, the original
little-
didn't. The
Oh,
original
the fat you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you
slim
bought
one
the
they
little-
did, but not the original. You had to go and buy this big piece. No one bought it because the only games that anyone played online, they were all in Japan.
Yeah.
Hell no, I had that shit, man. All my friends had that shit on the fat.
What, the box? The
box.
separate box that you bought to go online.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I still have
there was
it.
only like
It's
two
right here. I'm
games.
looking
Didn't
at
they
it.
include that
I
in the
remember there was
stand that
only
was
like
sold
two
separately?
games. It wasn't worth it buying it. It was
For
only like
PS2?
two games. Yeah, at the beginning when that first came out, 2 games.
Oh,
launched.
at the beginning, I was gonna
And
say.
then they didn't launch online games like they do on the PS3. Games online on PS2, they were far and few, boy.
Bro, there's a lot of PS2 online games though. Not at,
Yeah, in the end, they had to because of Xbox, the OG Xbox, because they had Xbox Live. But it took a long time to get online games on the PS2, like in any discernible way that anyone would care about.
Bro, they shut off the SOCOM servers in 2013.
Bro.
Yeah. I believe
people
that.
were still playing that, bro. Like, dude, you remember you buying PS2 games that said online with the little bubbles. Like, bro, there was a Need for Speed, Fight Night.
Do you remember Warhawk?
Oh,
Warhawk,
dude.
bro. There was so many fucking games, bro. I
Mortal
love
Kombat, Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Bro, shit, they had a lot of cool shit.
I remember a game on PS3. It was the most advanced online game for its time. It was called MAG. 250 players online.
And it had no lag. No lag.
MAG, no lag.
No lag, dog. There was no lag on MAG.
It was a lag MAG.
And that was crazy. They had all them players, not a single person lagged. It ran smooth, which was incredible for what it was.
Yeah, that was because of the cell processor. Even now, that cell processor in the PS3 whoops PS4 and Xbox's CPU. Whoops it.
Yeah,
Even
it has a
now,
lot of power. It's just it's a bitch to develop for. That's the thing. They can't
It was
afford
3.2. You know that it was already 3.2 gigahertz at that time.
Yeah.
And we're only getting 3.5 and 3.8 now. But the difference is it's a different type of efficiency now.
Yeah.
3.2 back then is not the same as 3.2 in today's CPU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Man. Let's go ahead and move this shit up here. So the top is here. Konami denies Silent Hill reboot. Now I already said this earlier with the guys, and obviously Ice Queen. Did she dip out again? She'd be back. But I said this with the guys with the whole Silent Hill thing. So Konami basically said that there is no Silent Hill remake or remaster happening.
Konami, man, I don't believe them.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I was like, I'm getting basically.
They're doing something. It might not be that they're selling them, but they're definitely licensing them.
Yeah.
They're doing something with those things because there's no smoke without fire.
Yeah,
That's true.
And I said this before. I was like, dog, this gives me. You remember the Insane trilogy before it was called the Insane trilogy? Thoughts like with Crash Bandicoot. Remember how Sony denied it numerous times that it was ever happening?
Yeah.
They owned
Nintendo said that about the 3DS. There's going to be no new model.
Exactly.
Within months, they released a new model.
Yeah, it's standard business practice at this point. Like this is something that's obviously big, and you want this to have the biggest shock value
but don't
as
lie.
possible.
Just say we don't comment. Don't lie though and say it's not happening. Just say we don't comment on rumor and speculation, motherfucker.
Yeah,
don't lie.
Exactly. So again, like people are waiting on this. It's gonna happen.
If you can lie about something like that, then why should we give you our money?
Yeah. Absolutely. Shout out to Ice Queen Gaming, aka Dawn. She was on the panel today. Hope you had fun. Good to talk to you on here.
Who was in the panel?
Oh, Ice Queen Gaming. She was in here.
Yeah.
I didn't hear her talk.
Yeah, she was in here. She went quiet.
What, did she speak?
Yeah.
Not while I was here.
She was.
I didn't hear any women speaking.
Hey, do you guys know?
Apart from Craig.
Do you guys know who the first console was to launch, by the way, with online?
Was it Dreamcast?
It was Dreamcast, but technically, it was the Jaguar, bro.
I thought it was the PS2 and the Xbox.
Shit.
Oh, they came after, didn't they? They came after. Yeah.
The Jaguar, bro.
What Jaguar? Not the Atari Jaguar.
Bro, the Jaguar came first. You had to buy like this modem.
You mean that had online before 3DO by Panasonic?
Bro, yes. And then technically, like the real online came with the Dreamcast. But technically, like if you like probably look it up, it'll tell you Jaguar. I didn't know that. I had the 3DO. Do you know that? I had the 3DO. Do you know that? Did you?
Yeah, but I didn't buy it at launch. I bought it off somebody who was a sucker who bought it at launch. They spent like 700, and I think I gave them 50 quid for it, man. They were broke one day, and I said, "What's that? What's that big thing there?" They goes, "It had Panasonic on it." Yeah, I goes, "Is that what kind of CD player is that?" And they said, "That's not a CD player. That's a game machine." I goes, "Oh yeah, that's the 3DO," because it was so innocuous. It just looks like a DVD player. So I said to him, "So why don't you use it?" He goes, "Nah." I goes, "Well, give it to me, and I'll give you 50 quid for it." And it was only out like 2 years, and I played a game like I think I played the first Need for Speed on it. And at the time, it looked like the most amazing thing ever. But if you look at it now, it looks like Minecraft.
Yeah, looks like crayons. Yeah. Bro, it's amazing, bro. We're spoiled, man. We don't even know how spoiled we are.
Yeah, the Panasonic thing was a waste of time, though. I don't think that did well at all. No one I knew had one. It was hard to get games. There was like 5 games in the shop for it. Yeah. Football, FIFA, at least FIFA was on it. I think EA supported it. Mostly EA games are on there. EA. I don't know why. I think EA must have had a deal with Panasonic because there was a lot of EA games.
Hey, Don, you want to jump on and say goodbye to the people on the panel before you dip out?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Come on, Don. Get on it, Don.
Let's wrap it up for you. Let's get like these other topics out the way for you, because you missed it. So I meant to ask this too. My bad. I forgot to add this on when I was talking about the PS5 speed. Obviously, developers calling it revolutionary and everything of that nature. But with them calling it revolutionary and everything of that nature, there was a new patent or there was more coming out from this too. And Jason Schreier added more context to this. So obviously, you remember how we were talking about numerous interfaces that Sony could have for PS5 or possible dynamic interfaces? It was like in an old patent we covered a long, long time ago, like back in 2019. It resurfaced and Jason Schreier added more to this, saying that it's like basically playing a game is just as fast as you booting up Netflix.
Okay.
With the dynamic with this new dynamic interface, it's like it's that fast. It's like super fast.
But that's not news to me. They already told me that they could load a whole 16 gig. They could fill the whole 16 gig of RAM in less than 2 seconds. So I expect that.
Yeah.
Like Netflix, I expect that because they already told us they could fill the RAM in less than 2 seconds. Yeah. So you'd expect Netflix. In fact, it should be quicker than Netflix.
Yeah, I'm saying he was saying the start of the game is like as quick as back. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, like you know like when you. How do I say this? Like Netflix is boots fast, very fast. But I'm saying like in terms of him, like I guess he means like going from point A to B type of thing where you immediately just go, because obviously in this dynamic interface everything is kind of like split up from what I'm gathering. So it's like it'll show like the game, it'll say single player or multiplayer, and you just immediately launch and bam, you're there, like type of thing, versus having to launch the whole thing immediately and then, you know, choosing and prioritizing. It's all there.
Yeah, but to be honest, I knew about this functionality ages ago. This is not news to me, I'm afraid. I knew about the segmented gameplay. You could start the game off. You could even have chunks of it. Like it's all segmented gameplay. Like you can. You know what I'm saying? So you can free up loading. You can free up the loading, and it all does it in background.
Yep.
While it's kind of similar to Quick Start. You know, like when you download a portion of the game now.
Yep.
On the Pro or on the Xbox, it says you can start it, but it hasn't finished.
Yeah.
You might only get one level out of it, and then you have to wait.
Yeah.
Or you might get the tutorial, but then you have to wait. Like you won't have to wait on these next gen consoles.
Yeah.
While you're doing the tutorial, while you're playing the first level, the next 2, 3, 4, maybe the whole thing's already loaded up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Let me go here. God of War. We talked about God of War. So there was this really started from a damn tweet. You remember that day when we talked about Horizon going to PC and when it happened and destroyed his whole PC setup over it?
Yeah,
like he was crying. Basically, he put out a tweet. It went kind of viral because he was basically showing off like games. Like for example, he was showing off Uncharted. He was showing off Horizon, and he showed off God of War and another one. And you know, like under the game, it would say only on PlayStation. Yeah. It didn't have the only on PlayStation on it for God of War. Now, ironically, before, like, obviously, it was immediately debunked by this website. Unfortunately, the damage kind of already been done because they basically told him and they showed him proof that God of War never had only on PlayStation on the on the case. It never had that. And it didn't have only on PlayStation.
Sure it had
on the store that he was on, not on the American store. It had it like on.
I'm talking about the physical copy says only on PlayStation.
Yeah, that was on the apparently it wasn't on the US version, if I'm not mistaken. That's what you were saying, something like that, but it wasn't on.
Yeah, but now we're splitting hairs. UK version.
Yeah, UK version
says
has that
exclusive to PlayStation.
Yeah, on UK.
I'm taking that as it's exclusive in every region because why would it be? What are they not going to release other versions in the UK because it's got it written on the box?
Yeah, true. And that's what he put. Like they say, like, oh, this is. They basically said this has been debunked. This is like it never had this on that, but it was here on this. And
so is he having a breakdown over this guy?
It didn't have a breakdown, but he caused some ruckus. So obviously, a lot of people are thinking. Oh no, everybody, because the reason why I say he started a ruckus, pretty much every news outlet immediately started.
People need to get over this exclusivity thing, right?
They really start going over it and talk about it. Just put God of War in your search right now, I kid you not, and you'll see it. It's literally.
If it goes to PC, who cares, man? You play it where you can afford to play it.
That shit. So everybody's like, "Oh no, they're taking away my exclusive. They're giving away my incentive." And I was like, "Oh Lord, let me."
I don't. You know what? I don't care anymore. You know why I don't care? Because I can't. If they want to go multi-platform, I can't stop it. They're not going to listen to me. No one at Sony's going to say, "Oh, you're right, Foxy Games UK." If they want to make it go on every other platform, PC, wherever, they're not going to listen to me. So it's out of my hands. It's like coronavirus. Can't do nothing about it. Just have to do the self-isolation. I'll play where I can afford to play and on the best version of that place I can afford to play in. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's on. I mean, I know for a fact if Sony decided to release future God of War games on the PC, I wouldn't even buy it on the PC anyway, even if I had a very high spec PC, because I prefer playing on console. So to me, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah. Craig, get the pony water. We must bless this man. Bring him back. No, I'm just not.
Well, no, I mean, if and when it happens with Sony and or the studio announces it, fine. Yeah. But again, this is walking, talking proof on why I don't cover the rumors. I mean, they have publicists that will release this stuff. The whole thing with Konami, again, it's a rumor. Granted, people can be like, well, they don't know. It's like, okay, well, if you just wait for an official announcement, fine. just it is what it is. So that's why I'm just kind of like I don't bog myself down.
Craig, let's be honest though, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's be honest here. If Sony are tiptoeing and they really have it within their future roadmap, their future strategy to release these games on PC, I'd rather they don't pussyfoot around. Just come out with a statement as soon as possible so we can stop all this bickering. Because the longer you do this creeping movement, like one game or maybe this game, eventually eventually it's gonna be every game. You know it is. So why don't you just put the people out of their misery and stop all the arguing and just say, hey, we're launching on PC. We didn't like it when Microsoft did it. We didn't like it when Microsoft did it, but we soon got over it. Because at least Microsoft were honest and came out and said, yeah, they are going to PC. But Sony are picking and choosing. And I'm like, are we going to go through the whole Horizon Zero Dawn thing again, fiasco? Are we going to arguing with people, say, no, it isn't. Shut up. You're an idiot. Your mum's an idiot. Your dad's an idiot. Hope your house burns down.
Look, they're ending support for PS4, in 2 years? Or after the launch of PS5 or something like that. That's when I would look for the games to start going. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, but is it going to be 2022 and I'm going to be this is a big deal? No. I'm just like, good grief. I mean, look, here's what they've said. The only thing I would do back and forth with is that it's like they say something, Sony will say something, and people are like, well, I don't care what they say. That I got a problem with. It's just like when that gentleman for AMD, that executive, AMD, Mr. Wang, pulled out his thing and said, no, the PS5 will have a 2. There were people calling him a liar. So it's like, okay, if they're going to call the CEO, an executive officer of a company, a liar, they're calling everybody a liar. So at this point, there's no reason to go back and forth with it because they have an agenda.
Everybody's a liar, man.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But
everybody's a liar.
So it is what it is. But I'm like, look, they have an agenda, and they're going to keep pushing until their agenda becomes true. And they don't care what the truth is. So
I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Mm-hmm. If you're human, you've been dishonest.
Probably, yeah. I'm not saying that Sony isn't doing it.
Even if you made an excuse for someone else, that's still a lie. So everybody's a liar. Everyone tells a lie. Everyone tells lies. Some people just call theirs little white lies because they think, oh, it doesn't hurt anyone. It actually does. It's just you haven't seen it. Yeah. Sometimes you can tell a lie and you don't get to witness the ramifications of that lie. It happens outside of you. You don't even see what happens. But it's had a cause and effect. You might have caused someone to argue, break up, and you don't even know it was you that caused it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chili Hall made a good point. Hold on. Chili Hall makes a good point in the chat. I'm about to get off here. But he's right. Even the devs that are speaking up on the PS5 specs, they're saying they're lying. I mean, they literally just don't care about what the truth is at this point. So it's just kind of like, all right, whatever. The truth is that it's almost 6:30 and Bleeding Edge is a fucking 69. So,
no, it's funny because I was about to bring up Bleeding Edge for 5.
See, I don't even know about Bleeding Edge. I know that it's a new Xbox game that's got a low Metacritic score, but I don't know nothing about it because it never appealed to me. It looked like another Overwatch wannabe. Never appealed to me.
Yeah. Did you know that this game opened up a can of old worms? Shout out to J-Dub. He put out a tweet. And I don't know if you remember the interview between Game Informer and Matt Booty and on the future of like the games they're going to be making for Xbox. Do you remember that? Where he said that we're focusing on AA games to go in between our AAA. Yeah, like they supposedly go in between the AAA, but mostly is like AA studios. Pretty much everybody is now calling this into question now. This is like really a thing now. Everybody's calling into question like, okay, well,
but obviously that's not obviously Matt Booty is being taken out of context because that means there'll be no more Gears games or no more Forza games or no more whatever.
Yeah, well,
What are those? Aren't they AAA games?
Yeah, he did say this will go in between. So I mean that they're gonna make those AAA games, but I'm guessing what J-Dub was trying to say is that like this is what you're going to get. Like you're going to get just Halo, Gears, and Forza, and maybe a few like attempts at some games. Like for example, we know for a fact Hellblade 2 because they just bought Ninja Theory. Everwild, right? Everwild is AAA if I'm not mistaken, and that's from Obsidian. I think that's what that's made for, or Rare. So again, it's like we know they're gonna have some AAA, but we don't know how many. Basically,
look, it's obvious they got Game Pass, so they're obviously gonna fill it with more low quality or just AA games and indie than any other thing.
Yeah.
It's obvious. It's like if you go on Netflix or any of these movie streaming services, like they put all the best movies like at the blockbuster top part, and then when you wade through the rest of them, they're movies you wouldn't even watch.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's funny you said filler, because that's what your game recalled this immediately when the user
that's what it is,
when the Metacritic came in, they basically called it. It's like Game Pass filler. They didn't call it like nothing groundbreaking, nothing amazing. They just say, hey, look, guys, Game Pass filler. If you want it, here it is. $1, and that's basically what they were calling it.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, remember Lawbreakers?
Yes, I do remember Lawbreakers.
That's filler. That's a filler game. That's not Cliffy B's. That's not Cliffy B's AAA game.
That's not his vision for sure.
Yeah, compare Lawbreakers to Gears.
Night and day. Night and day difference.
Exactly. You can see that one of them was designed as a AAA for its time.
Yeah.
And the other one was a quick. I want to get back
something.
into gaming.
I need money.
I want to get back into gaming. What's the quickest, easiest thing we can make money real quick without having too much investment into the game? Like, there's no story. You don't have to get any actors involved.
Mm-hmm.
It's just people jumping around. Who's got the highest kill death ratio? And here's a loot box. Buy it. It's like, it's not the most high budgeted game. You have to start paying for motion cap and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like, sometimes when you're getting back in the game, like Cliffy B, he left the game for a while. I think he retired for a while.
Yeah.
Where he enjoyed the millions he made, put on weight, got married and put on weight. But, he wanted to come. It's like a boxer, and who's been out the ring for a while. They want to get back in the ring, so they take some easy fights until they can build their way back up to that championship belt. He tried that with Lawbreakers, but unfortunately, he launched that at a time where we were saturated with those kind of games, and nobody cared.
I think he'll come back for Gears, though. They'd be a fool not to go to him for the next Gears. He's saying, like, hey, guys.
Here's the thing. He'd be good for a new Gears.
Yeah.
But that would be the coalition admitting
that they can't hack it without him.
Exactly. Yeah. And they're not going to want to really do that, because that's like saying you couldn't make a good Gears game with.
I mean, shit, that might be the case with Halo Infinite. Because remember, we talked about this numerous times, Fox. That game has a lot of pressure on it. Especially launched with a console at this point, that has a lot of pressure on it. Halo Infinite.
I tell you what game won't get a sequel. I'll tell you what game will not see a sequel. 100%.
Which one?
Death Stranding is not getting a sequel.
You think so? Well, I don't know. Again, I don't think he.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't even think he built it, to be honest with you, to have a sequel. I think it was kind of a done story.
But listen, it don't matter if he built it to have a sequel or not. If that game had knocked it out of the park, then Sony would demand it. Last of Us wasn't meant to have a sequel.
Facts.
Sony demanded a sequel. Do you understand?
Facts.
If something's making money, it gets a sequel. But even if the fact is, it didn't sell.
What was the numbers?
No more investment.
There's
no more investment. Well, it just didn't. It made money, but it's not for the investment that went into it. It didn't do tremendously well.
Okay.
It's no Horizon Zero Dawn. Put it that way. It's no God of War in terms of sales. So
yeah, that's kind of Kojima to blame too, though. Remember when we first were getting it? Because remember when we had a 40-minute gameplay demonstration before we got that official trailer. Because remember that live stream we were all watching with the hands? It was like showing off the screen. You remember that when we watched it live? Before we got that, we had like a 40-minute demo from Hideo Kojima, and he was explaining how the game works, and still nobody knew what the hell they were getting themselves into.
Listen, I'm not knocking the game. I thought Death Stranding
it was amazing.
An incredible piece of artistic game development. Amazing. Just the most memorable. I'll always remember that game. And part of me doesn't want a sequel because I feel like some things. I think some things there should just be one of them. They're that good to me that you just make one of them. But even if there was the desire to make a sequel, though, or continue a new chapter, not necessarily the same characters, but that similar world with the same kind of graphics, they wouldn't do it because it just didn't sell, And even if you put it on every platform, even if it launched on Xbox and Nintendo and everything, it would have made a damn bit of difference. It still wouldn't have sold well enough to, have a sequel.
They really nailed Higgs. I thought Higgs was really cool too.
No, the
whole game was great, man.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
they really
I got nothing negative to say about it.
But, they really
but it
nailed
will
it.
not get a sequel. I know that for a fact.
Even the horror elements.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey guys, I gotta pop off. It's 6:30.
Well, let's get this last topic out the way, and we'll let you go.
Go.
All right, ready? This is the last one.
Yeah.
Remedy joins Epic's new publishing label along with Gen Design and Play Dead. What y'all think about that? Do y'all think?
I love it. I love it. It's just yeah, it would have been nice if Sony had gotten them. But with
that was the rumor, right? It was
still,
Sony.
Yeah, and they were close. They had a couple cups of coffee, but you know, you give Epic credit, and I mean the Epic store is free on PC. You know, on the launcher. I don't know how to do it, but look, they're going to still put their games on all platforms, and they're working on another AAA game. They're finishing up something.
What you think it could be? Maybe another Max Payne style, noir style, maybe.
We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I hopefully they do a sequel to Quantum Break. I actually liked Quantum Break. I know Control is a spiritual sequel, and that DLC came out today, and everybody's told me that the DLC is good. But yeah, at the end of the day, good company would have looked nice in Sony's portfolio, but it is what it is, and they didn't get them. Sony did get Insomniac, and so we'll have to wait and see. But I'm excited for it. If they can keep making games, and I don't know, and Epic's kind of don't they make Fortnite? Is that an Epic game? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
that game is printing money, so it's great that they did this, and I'm just glad we're able to get
more from them.
Yeah, more from them. That's the main thing. I like them.
Is Blaze still here? Is Blaze still here?
Yeah, he should be here.
He's muted, but that's yeah. But I appreciate you having me on, Big Cloud. Take it easy.
Nah, brother. You have a good day.
Dinner, get ready for the Predator game.
All you're doing.
I wanted to ask Blaze if he knows. Do I have to download on certain games a separate 4K texture pack, or is it all already done for me? Does it recognize I got Xbox
for
X
all games or for X?
On the X, like if I put in a game, does it automatically download the Xbox One X version, or is there a separate 4K patch that I have to download?
Should automatically be on it, if I remember correctly. It's all in the files, if I remember correctly.
So why do people talk about these texture packs for Xbox One X that you can download if you want to save space or not?
So I think they were all there mandatory. Oh, let me say, Blaze, you there?
No, I heard that you don't have to download the 4K if you don't want to play in 4K to save on hard drive space.
Oh, there he is. You got some. Do you have to download 4K texture packs for Xbox One X?
No, maybe on the game.
So maybe on some games?
Yeah, like maybe a few games. I think it was can't remember. Was it?
Yeah, because people talk about texture packs. Like if you want, if
like
you want to save
maybe
on hard drive space, you have to download the 4K patch if you don't want it.
Yeah, it just depends on the game. Not every game alone. Some games you just download, but some games will have it. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I want everything in 4K. I don't want to play a game and then realize, hold on, this isn't 4K.
Yeah. Well, let me get your last thought on this, homie, because we're pretty much at the end here. Craig just dipped out, but Remedy, Gen Design, and Play Dead, they joined Epic's new publishing label. So Remedy's new games are gonna be under the Epic's publishing label.
I think it's good. More competition.
Yeah.
And it won't be exclusive to PC. They will still come to Epic will publish games on console
Dress the
as
party
well.
you want.
What games do you think they're working on? You think? What do you think it is? Could it be?
Well, the indie one, everyone knows what they'll be doing. More indie.
Well, of course, yeah.
The real question is, what is Remedy working on?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like Remedy, the other ones you could just like.
We only care about Remedy.
I didn't care about Remedy.
Who cares about Play Dead? I mean, they made 2 good games,
What did Play? I'm not even. I don't even think I'm familiar with Play Dead. What was Play Dead's latest game?
Inside. They made Inside and a precursor to Inside, another game like Inside, but it was similar to Inside, but it was like the first version. Remember Inside?
You're talking about Limbo.
Yeah, Limbo.
Okay, Limbo.
By the way, everybody should play Inside, and like those are great fucking little games right there. Like, they're really good.
I played it on the Switch.
Who made Man of Medan?
Who made what?
Man of Medan.
Oh, that was made by the Until Dawn developer. Supermassive
made that?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wow.
I think Until Dawn 2 might. I think Until Dawn 2 might come to PS5.
I think so too. I have my fingers crossed. I fucking love that game.
Yoshida loved that game. He kept saying that he didn't expect the game to sell so well. It's a niche title.
Yeah,
and it done so well.
Dude, I'm down for it if we get it for sure. That's how I'm like for sure for that. Man,
so Blaze, whoever's got Xbox, add me in it. It's the same as my YouTube channel, Foxy Games UK.
I'll see, man. I'll see if I can add you. I don't add people that are Xbox fans. Sorry.
I thought you were gonna say you're not adding me because I'm not Italian.
No, bro. You're my fellow European, my guy. What do you mean?
I'm not European. Who told
Yes,
you that?
you are.
I'm not, man. Wait, what part of Jamaica is in Europe?
Jamaican.
Bro, where do you live right now?
Oh, I just happen to live in Europe. I could have just happened to live in China or Japan.
Yeah, so yeah, well,
I'm half European because my father is an Irishman. So
you're half European, half bumbleclot.
That's exactly. I'm half Irish, half Jamaican, bumbleclot man.
Oh God,
right, that's a good accent, bro.
What's your thoughts on that, Blaze? Let's end the show, Al. What you think?
I mean, hopefully they make an Alan Wake or Control 2.
Okay,
that's right, Blaze. You tell him, Blaze. Tell him what the bumbleclot is going. I want to know. I want to rock the class.
No talks of Max Payne. See, I'm losing everybody for Max Payne.
Max Payne, they can't, bro. That's Rockstar owns that.
Nah, Rockstar just had they let Rockstar make the last.
Rockstar owns the IP.
They own the fucking IP now. Ah, fuck. All right, fuck it. Never mind.
Trust me, I want Rockstar to make Max Payne.
Yeah, I was saying, I just want that classic noir style. Remember how that noir comic style we had?
Man, just do a remaster of 3. I'll be happy with a remaster.
Remaster, bro. Play it on PC at 4K, bro. You don't need a remaster. The thing looks incredible still, bro.
What, Max Payne 3?
Oh my God, incredible! Go look at everybody's.
Yeah, I've seen Max Payne 3 and on PC for sure. I was wondering what the hell you talking about. Yeah,
that's everybody's most played.
Yeah,
it looks good. It looks good, but it runs like fucking shit.
Yeah,
bro, I got it on my PS3. I love the bit in is it Brazil in the favelas?
You're in the favela. Yeah.
But he's wearing that shirt.
There's a footballer there, and he gets killed, and he's shooting in this nightclub.
Bro, Max Payne 3 seriously is one of my top games ever.
I ordered
because of the bullet damage. Awesome.
Not just that though. You can tell they have fun with the fucking.
What about Splinter Cell Conviction?
It's good, but I mean, bro, I like real.
Going on there with
the shooting needs to be involved.
I paid the equivalent of $1 for it.
Yeah.
I bought the 360 version because they've made it 4K on Xbox One X.
Yeah, they fucking they have fun with Max Payne 3. You can clearly tell just with the way they approached it. Even when you go back as far as like him still being a cop and then like eventually becoming a bodyguard.
The flashbacks.
Yeah, awesome. The flashbacks were fucking like nailed to the T.
Because it's old school. It's old school Max. And dude, the slow-mo shooting, that the bullet
damage,
the glass particle effects, that game is incredible.
Fucking love.
You know what I really want on PS5? I want Bluepoint. To remake Metal Gear Solid 1 and 4, and I want them to put ray tracing all over that.
I can only imagine the.
I don't want 2, Salty? And I don't want 3. I just want 1 and 4. They're my favorite in the entire series.
Fucking 4 with the Beauty and the Beast Squad, ray tracing. Holy shit!
I like 2, but I already own those. I own those already.
Yeah.
I haven't played the first one or the fourth one in a long time. But I played the middle ones because they got remasters and they're on back compat and all that stuff.
Yeah, like they did that shit so fucking good. Even with the Crying Wolf, like remember the Beauty and Beast Squad, dude. I'm like, oh my god, I like every time like when you beat them as the bosses. Drebin, what's his name? Drebin. It was Drebin, right? The guns dealer, Drebin. He would give you a backstory to each of them and tell you why they had their
blonde
names.
hair.
Yeah, the blonde hair. I
swear they modeled him on Wesley Snipes.
He looked kind of like, you know what kind of he reminded me of, and it might sound weird that I said it. He reminded me of Eddie Gordo from Tekken without the dreads.
He does.
He did look exactly like him, like an older version, blonde hair.
He's an arms dealer, isn't he? He's an arms dealer.
Yeah, he gives you the ID tagged weapons and Yeah, the
I
hacked
think the
weapons.
best scene in the game is when they send that death squad after you,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like they're all women,
Oh, the frogs.
and they just keep the way they float around and move, boy, it's fucking
Yeah,
mad.
dog. Fucking out of nowhere, they're like jumping everywhere. They're doing parkour. They're doing parkour. They're sliding.
If you look at the graphics on that, after
Still
all this
holds
time,
up.
it still looks amazing.
Yeah, it still holds
Like
up
the
to this
depth of
damn
field,
day.
the depth of field they used in that game, and the bokeh effects, like they're top quality stuff. Like even today, it's
Yeah,
still keeping up with games that use that today.
yeah. You
I
remember
think
how they
Kojima's
did
he can get the
Raiden?
best out of any system. Kojima, no matter how
Dude,
weak it is or how hard it is to develop for, he can do it.
yes. You remember he did with. Remember how they redeemed Raiden with his with the new model with the robotic basically a new version of him, like how they did it with him
Yeah.
basically breakdance. It's like, dude, they did so much shit with this. Like it's like, dude, I love that game just from start to finish. One of the best
Amazing
games ever.
game.
One of the best
It's
games.
amazing. I don't mind the long 45-minute cutscenes that are in the game. I don't mind.
Oh yeah.
It fills your head with so much of that conspiracy theory stuff you'd be hearing about.
And it shows how meticulous he was because he literally basically if I remember correctly, like he didn't leave a single detail out, right? Like he answered every single question for
Shadow
you.
Moses.
Yeah,
Big
he
Mama.
nailed everything.
All those
The
names.
soundtrack, amazing.
He's like Tarantino.
Bro, he really is. He didn't leave a single stone unturned. Like he kept. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but you know the way he names these characters. He reminds me of Tarantino. Like Tarantino
Yeah.
names all his odd names. Like you know what I mean in movies. Like
You seen
Kojima
Kill
does
Bill,
that
right?
in his games.
You seen
Huh?
You seen the Kill Bill movies?
Of course.
Yeah. Remember how they called him, like he named the Viper Assassination Squad, like Cottonmouth, Sideswipe. Like he had a dope name for each particular villain, but he also each particular villain had like a certain not just backstory. I think the most tragic backstory out of the group was Oren Ishii, Lucy Liu's character, because her mother was killed for her. But again, like if you look at everything and how it was told, each particular one has something unique about them. It's like, dog, he's so good at that. Even when I forgot her name. Was it Daryl Hannah? Is that her name? Daryl Hannah? Who plays?
She used to be gorgeous. She's old now, but
yeah,
when she was a mermaid, I think.
Splash. Yeah, Splash.
Yeah, she used to be. She's tall, She's like 6 foot.
Really?
She's really tall.
I thought she's like, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
She's like 5'11" or something. She's tall.
Shit.
She's
awesome.
She's like Grace Jones is tall as well.
Yeah.
You know who Grace Jones is?
Grace Jones. Yeah, I think I do. I think I heard that name.
She came in the James Bond movie. She beat the fuck out of James Bond back in the day. I think it's called Not Live and Let Die. One of them.
Not GoldenEye.
View to a Kill, I think. View to a Kill.
Ah, that's it. Okay.
She's a karate expert or a kung fu expert in a Bond movie, and she's famous though, isn't it? She made that hit tune. What's it? Pull up to my bumper, baby.
Hey, at least we got a new James Bond.
It's a Jamaican born.
Yeah.
Yardy.
Yeah. We got a new James Bond movie to look forward to. Oh, well, really, it's more likely delayed, but pushed back. But, got the other one to look forward to.
That's December now.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that shit. That shit looks good.
That's his last one.
Is it really his last one, or do you think he'll sign?
I think this is the right time for him to leave because he's getting bloated now. If you look at that face, he's starting to bloat out. You know when they get
he's showing his age. Yeah,
he's starting to get bloaty in the face. Like Tom Cruise's, his face is getting bloaty as well. Their bodies are in good condition, but their faces, you can't hide that when your face gets bloaty.
Yo, facts. Like this is like
puffy. Your face is puffy.
Yeah,
eyes are puffy because you're old bastards.
Oh, dude, he had a good run. I will give Daniel credit. He had a good ass run. I remember when I first heard he was going to be James Bond.
No, he's still young, but he's too old for the role.
Yeah.
You can be old. You can be old for something, but you're still young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No. He had a good run. He had an awesome run. Like Casino Royale, still one of the best James Bond movies.
Who played Bond the old? Who
Pierce
played
Brosnan.
No, the oldest. Until they were the oldest. Like who played? Who played the character Bond well into their old age?
I forgot his name. Yeah, the one from GoldenEye.
I'm sure it was Sean Connery.
Is it Sean Connery? Is that his name?
I'm sure he played Bond when he was like in his late 50s.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Was it Never Say Never or something? I'm sure he did a Bond and he's already like nearly 60.
Yeah, it's about right. Oh shit, man! Good times.
I'm looking forward to playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It's at 97%.
You didn't play that yet?
I've been downloading it all day.
No, so I thought you'd been playing that though. You didn't play that?
Nah, I chose.
We was gonna wait for PS5 enhanced.
No, they came out at the same time, innit? Death Stranding and Star Wars.
Oh yes, they did. They did.
I went for Death Stranding. I always put exclusives before multiplats.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
That's what I do. If there's a really good multiplat game,
yeah,
and it's a really good exclusive, and I only want to buy one or only have the time to buy one or afford to buy one, I'll always pick the exclusive. If it's good. Obviously, it's got to be a good exclusive.
Yeah. Oh, shit. All right. Well, guys, this was episode 107. Again, sorry about I know everybody probably going to be like, right, I missed the show. Hey, it's all good. YouTube's messing up, notifications, all that jazz. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Shout out to like 90 of you came through. You guys got notified. Make sure that bell icon is ticked. Select the all for notification so you don't miss anything. My homie Salty is gaming in the chat. Shout out to my brother there. He also got that issue too last night. So that's YouTube for you, man.
What's happening with YouTube?
Yeah, that's YouTube. But shout out to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed.
What's going wrong with YouTube? But tell me quick.
Oh, it's the notifications. Messing up with the notifications. They're not sending them out.
What's new?
Yeah, so they're not really sending them out. Like, so really, everybody's having, like, issues. Like, even homie Salty and everybody got them. So, it is what it is, man. That's YouTube for it. But, hey, make sure you notify. Hit that bell icon. Select all for notification. Do appreciate everybody came through. Hit that like button. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Shout out to Craig. Shout out to Ice Queen Gaming. Everybody else. Hope you guys, man, have fun. I'm going to let Blaze and Fox do their outros. We're just going to shut it down. Blaze, you there? Blaze 4K, you there? Trash bag. Trash bag. 1, 2. He ain't there. All right, Fox, say outro.
It's weird. I'm going to do exactly what his name is. I'm going to be playing in 4K while I'm blazing.
All right.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing like in the next 2 minutes.
I don't know what you think about it, because that game's dope. I'm
gonna play until 3 a.m.
I doubt it.
I can do that.
You can do it. Nah,
yeah, I'm on lockdown. It's not like I can go anywhere and get
as if you actually commit to it, motherfucker. I remember you was like, hey, I'm down. He's like, I'm down to play Man and Dan. He never showed people. I was like, what the hell?
I feel like I'm in prison though. This coronavirus.
What are we doing?
I've never been to prison, but this feels like prison. Like, I'm free, but I can't leave.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
I can't leave my house, like, unless I'm gonna go to the shop really quickly.
Yeah, that is true.
You won't let us out of our house. If you get caught on the street.
Hello.
Who's that?
That's fucking Blaze on the soundboard. Shut up, Blaze, you asshole.
Who was that doing that voice?
That was Blaze.
Is that a woman?
This is a girl.
Was that your girl?
That was his girl.
Say hi. Babe, just say hi.
Hello.
Oh, you mustn't do that. Not while I'm downloading 4K textures.
Oh man.
Let's do it.
You're gonna have to play it in 40p, girl.
Well, guys, we'll be back at our normal time next week, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I wanted to do it early because we had Dawn. She wanted to really jump on until she was on there. She was nervous, but hey, I think she killed it. She did pretty good. Everybody said they enjoyed her.
I never got to hear what she sounded like.
Oh, you got to rewind it back. You got to rewind it back to hear her.
Yeah.
She was
nervous.
Don't
like going back. Never mind, joking.
She needs like a better mic for next time.
Oh yeah, she definitely does. She's having feedback, but it's all good. Outros. Go ahead, boys. Outro.
You took up 3 hours of my goddamn time, Ryan.
Well, excuse me.
How's that for an outro?
Excuse me.
Yo, I just want to give a shout out to my boy Meds, man.
Uh-oh.
Again, Meds, what do you think of everything that's going on? Like, you know, what do you think of the consoles? You know.
I mean, listen. In terms of console gaming, PlayStation's the place to be.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'm not a
Oh my
console guy,
God.
but if I was a strictly console guy, I'd be on thing.
Is Meds in his house?
No, he's a soundboard. He recorded Meds. He caught Meds.
Because he's an Xbox guy, so I got him now.
Hey, he caught him off guard. Fox, official outros. Bye to the people.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is. There's nothing much to do but game, watch movies.
Yep.
You know, I'm not allowed to be near human beings for a while. Damn, I feel like I've been up in front of the judge and been punished. Won't let me go near anywhere.
Nowhere, man.
And I don't know how long this is gonna last for, but
I hope it's
let's
not
just say,
too long. Yeah.
right now, I'm just grateful for electricity
Yeah.
and game consoles.
And food.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Without saying, well, food first, obviously.
Yeah.
But when you're belly full, you need something else to do.
Yeah, you're right. You know, you're right. And are you a righty or a lefty?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Because whatever you are, just be grateful for that hand.
I'm a right-handed person, but
So be grateful
don't
for your
really-
right hand.
I'm good with my left.
Ah, gotcha.
I use the left to set it up.
I was choked on my steak. Fuck.
The left sets it all up, baby.
Oh, no, I'm done. I'm done. All right.
Somebody else. It's not really you doing it.
Make a splash.
Sony's the place to be for console.
Oh man, get that CPU under pressure.
Oh, no. Let's do it.
Make sure you got enough space in your hard drive.
Okay, we're moving on. Guys, thank you guys so much. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy, man.
Be
Appreciate
blessed.
you. Number love, man. Y'all be awesome.
For all my Xbox guys.
You know what? Before we go though,
Yeah.
this girl said to me, "When you get SSD, you're just gonna be too quick for me. I need something a bit slower. I don't know, 2-minute console."
What?
All right, we out. Love you guys, man. Love you guys, man. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, YouTube is situated and we'll be back here in full strength. But shout out to the RGT Army. We reached 6,130. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
That's good,
Be
man.
safe,
Well done.
everybody.
Y'all be blessed, man.
Be safe.
Love you guys, man. All right, man. Play games, not corporation. Like Fox said, we out. Later.